eating my favorite snack. I woke up and my ass is still fat. I might clean or I might not. I'm eating my favorite snack. I'm eating my... Okay. So, y'all, we got the screws for the rods, for the closet. Clock it, okay? We got the screws for the rods for the closet, okay? Now we got to find the drill. Oh, there's the drill. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm eating my favorite snack. I woke up and my ass is still fat. I woke up and you bitches are still mad. So I'll continue eating my favorite snack. Hey, y'all. I'm eating my favorite snack. I woke up and my ass is still fat. Because I'm eating my favorite snack. Okay, so we are going to put all my new products in my vanity. We're going to put all the new products in the vanity. We're going to clean the vanity today. Okay. I'm eating... Oh, maybe I'll wear this tonight. Should I go out tonight? I wasn't going to go out tonight, but like, what is a bad bitch like me being at home? That don't even make sense. Bad bitches like me are supposed to be outside, okay? Maybe we'll do this top and this top, but I need to sew this top. Maybe we'll do this outfit tonight. Ooh, this could be cute. That means I'm gonna have to do some sewing. And I ain't talking about a sew in, I'm talking about sew in. Y'all get what I'm saying? Oh, that was a good one, huh? Was that good? That was good as fuck. And I ain't talking about no sew in, I'm talking about sew in. Okay, but can I talk about how pissed off these shits that made me? Why I ordered some strawberries, okay? I ordered these Driscolli's Sweetest Batch Premiums. These were double the price of this motherfucker. And they taste the exact fucking same. Talking about the sweetest batch. Ain't nothing sweeter. My coochie sweeter than all that shit, okay? They pissing me off with that sweetest batch. Ain't nothing sweet about that motherfucking batch, bitch. The only thing sweet is the fact that I touched it, ho. I'm eating my favorite snack. I woke up and my ass is still fat. Because I'm eating my favorite snack. Hey, y'all. What's poppin'? I am live. And I'm here to argue with you bitches another day because I'm sorry, but we have to get back into Lindsay Clancy. I fear we have missed the plot. I really fear we have missed the plot, you guys. I was just on Threads and like, I'm feeling like we're missing the plot, ladies and gents. Can we talk about why we're missing the plot? Can we first talk about, I want to break this down like really easily. Trust and believe me, no attorney, if he thought there was, so I just looked up more about Massachusetts law and now I'm completely understanding why her attorney is doing what he's doing, okay? So I looked up a bunch about Massachusetts law and it's really making a lot of sense. Yes, that one, okay? Hey, Just Keep Swimming. It really is making a lot more sense because I was like, normally if you're going to plead insanity, his focus should be on proving that she was insane. Which, I mean, he still has a whole nother, I mean, there's still going to be another couple weeks, I believe. But I don't believe that's it. I think that, what is it? Is it about me? Anyway, I think that, like, God forbid, I mean, it's front page news every time I click on something. Jesus Christ. I thought we were all tuned in to anything more than, I know all you tune into is TikTok, Benjamin, but some of us spend our times looking at other shit too. Okay. So yes, Brianna, this is the thing though. I was trying to understand her attorney's defense, right? They're saying the husband, nobody knows. No. Stop. Okay, listen. The husband didn't crunch her damn pills up. None of that extra shit. That's what they're trying to say. But none of it makes any sense and none of that matters. Oh no, we're not talking about my case. There is no case, bitch. I'm eating that shit up. Ain't even really nothing to talk about, to be honest with y'all. Like, there is no case. Let's just be for real. Like, there's really even nothing to talk about with that one, you guys. Sorry, respectfully and humbly. Y'all will hear about it when I beat it. Other than that, there's really nothing for us to say. But back to Lindsay Clancy. The husband doesn't come in, Brianna. They're not going to arrest him. Why would they be arresting him? First off, I need y'all to really take a second and think about this. That almost never happens. I have never seen a prosecution charge someone, and then when they didn't do it, or why would they be charging her and then come back and charge him? He didn't do anything. He is shady. He's shady as fuck. Why would you? He's shady as fuck. He moved on 4 months later, started dating another woman. I mean, he's shady. He's a shitty ass husband. But people are taking away from that by trying to frame him for murder. It's psychotic. It really shows how uneducated women are, how scorned we are. First off, nobody is framing anybody. Have you looked online where everybody's saying that Patrick Clancy, they're saying he crushed up her pills and all this other stuff when she admitted she did it? They are quite literally trying to change the whole blame to Patrick Clancy when she admitted she did it. It's great for her case. I was trying to understand why her lawyer was coming up with this. Right? But not actually framing. That's the point I'm trying to. Okay, sorry. My God. I didn't know we were talking semantics here. Thought we all understood the basis of it. I mean, no, conspiracy would be, I think he did this. These women on the internet, maybe y'all need to go through a Threads chat. These women are saying, at 5:58 he was here. At 5:46 he was here. He's changed his shoes. One lady said he ate a whole bag of Skittles on the way home. What the fuck? Like saying shit, them saying he crushed her medicine up. That's framing. Whether you want to say conspiracy is, I think he did this, because framing is quite literally, I mean, 3 different people said the husband. Everybody has it confused because they're literally framing the man. They're literally trying to take evidence and then place it on him. That is framing. Okay, let's understand. First off, hold on, let me pick up. My delivery is here and they need my ID because it's a grown woman delivery, bitch. I don't even know what they mean. They're like, he crushed the pills. Whether he crushed them, whether she smushed them, whether she snorted them, they're pills. She was trying to off herself. I don't understand what the point we're making here is. Hi, for Stephanie.
Yes.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You know.
All right. Let me get to some law.
Yeah.
This thing is weird.
It's okay. And it's a passport, so it takes more time, or it's a little bit harder.
Actually, the passports actually go through faster than the...
Really?
Because all I have to do is scan the numbers at the bottom.
Oh, wow. See, I think some people have trouble with the numbers. And so they're not knowing where to scan because it's so big. So I've seen sometimes it comes back.
Yeah, it says right there at the bottom. Scan that.
I can use my phone as a light if you need. It's easier.
Sometimes the light is so weird. There was a car shining. The light was shining on the car. We were in the driveway. And the lights from that person's car. And we let me do it. Duh, I'm doing it wrong.
So good. Oh, you have the ID instead of the passport. Oh, that's why.
Yes, verify.
Are they new names? Are they new or old?
Passport. Perfect. Yeah, because the last passport's put every time. Ooh, thank you. Look at that.
Do you need a picture of the drop off or?
No.
Okay.
No.
You sure? Okay.
Because
Because you have my ID. Then that makes sense.
Hand it to you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. You got it. This is the thing. They didn't, from what I last seen, they didn't find any DNA. This is the thing. This is the thing that's bothering me about the whole trial informing opinions. There is nobody in that courtroom besides women on the internet are arguing that she did it. What's her motive? Did you look at her medical records for 8 long months where she said, I wanted my kids? She said it for 8 months. She told her friends, she told her families, and no, they're not, Gigi. No, they're not, Gigi. Her attorney conceded. Her attorney conceded that she did it. She pled not guilty due to insanity. Do you know when you plead insanity, that admits guilt? Maybe you need to look up the definition of pleading not guilty by insanity and come back. Come back, ma'am. Go look up what pleading not guilty by insanity means. It admits guilt by law. Slow ass. Y'all be slow as fuck. Y'all, that's the point I'm trying to break down for y'all, respectfully and humbly. Respectfully and humbly. Nobody is arguing besides y'all. She spent 8 months telling everybody she wanted to off her kids. Do you need to read where she said, as she strangled her kids, she said, go to God, baby, go to God. Maybe y'all need to read the civil suit. Matter of fact, I got you, babe. Since clearly it's not getting through y'all's thick ass brains, respectfully and humbly, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell you. It's right here. Those hallucinations continued all day nonstop. Later in the afternoon, the voice began saying, you should harm the children. Lindsay thought about dinner and realized she had not prepared anything. She asked Patrick about takeout. She looked at a map to see how long it would take because she did not want to be alone and needed help. As soon as he left to pick up the food, there was a loud, demanding, repetitious voice. This is your last chance. Blank the children so you can blank yourself. This is your last chance. Lindsay felt a force come over her. She experienced commands, auditory hallucinations, and a demanding, powerful male voice explicitly ordered her. I lost all control. My body started acting without any control on my part. I was just following commands, all action. While she proceeded to blank each of her children, uttering, go to God, baby. If this was a black man with schizophrenia, that man that hit that lady in the neck on the train, nope. He didn't have any. Well, that's the only option, Avery, and that's another thing people are forgetting by law, and I'm glad Candace brought this to my attention, because now it makes even more sense of why that wouldn't even be a thing. Her attorney, if he was arguing that she did it, her attorney would not have let her plead insanity. Because this is a thing. If he had a smidge of evidence that she didn't do it, I know every attorney in the world would shoot for not guilty and just be like, if he thought for 1 second she did not do it, if he thought any of the evidence he's bringing up was actual real evidence, he would have pled not guilty and taken the chance at either prison or freedom. He would not have let that woman, at minimum, she's going to go to a psych ward for the rest of her life. No attorney. I talked to 3 different attorneys about this. I'm not saying exactly, Gigi, not guilty, but it still means it admits chat. It admits guilt. What are you missing, Gigi? Insanity plea equals not guilty, but she is admitting guilt. She's saying she's not guilty because she was not criminally responsible because of her insanity. Not guilty because I didn't do it. Not guilty because I was insane. I did it, but I was insane. You need to look up. When you plead insanity, you are admitting guilt. Come back. Maybe you need to go do Google again. Even if she gets acquitted, she's going to a psych ward for the rest of her life because she's still admitting she did it. That's what y'all are missing. I don't understand how this woman reached out for help for 9 fucking months. 9 months. She told her attorneys. I'm sorry, not her attorneys. She told her husband. She told her friends. She told her families. She told her psych doctors. She told multiple doctors. But when she actually acts on it, Now we don't believe her. They're arguing both of what? I've already listened to the judge address maybe again, y'all haven't been in a courtroom, and clearly this is the first case y'all have ever watched. When you plead not guilty by insanity, you are admitting guilt. I don't know what more y'all want to, I don't know what, maybe y'all need to go do a crash course on insanity. She's saying she did it, but she wasn't responsible because she was insane. She is conceding. The judge said, we're not arguing whether or not she did it. That's not the argument here. Nobody's arguing whether or not she did it. Just y'all. If it was, no, her husband didn't frame her. Her husband didn't do it. But the thing is, her attorney is really good, because I looked up more about Massachusetts law today because I was trying to understand, like, normally when you plead insanity, he would more so be focused on the insane aspect of it. But I've noticed a lot of him trying to establish doubt. And I'm like, why is he doing that? In most states, when you do insanity, you don't have to establish doubt. You only have to prove that the person was insane. But under Massachusetts law, when you are proving insanity, you also have to prove insanity beyond a reasonable. So when you prove insanity, he doesn't, like most of the time, most states, you're just proving that the person was criminally insane at the time, or, not in the right state of mind. But when you're proving, I did go to law school 2 years, and I worked in criminal defense for years. I know y'all forget that shit, but I did it. Did it for years. Bachelor's is in criminal justice. Trust and believe. I'm not, I don't know why y'all want to argue. Like, I don't know why y'all want to argue. I really don't get it. I'm not saying that you can't have your own opinion, but like, I think y'all need to open up your eyes and listen to the facts. This is my thing. Exactly, Candace. They're like, oh, he told her he did it. I could understand if this was just a random day. I am pleading. Gigi, you do understand you could just plead not guilty. This is a thing you're missing, Gigi. Oh my God, you're literally not listening. She would have just pled not guilty. Do you know even if she gets acquitted and the jury says not guilty, she still spends the rest of her life in a psych ward because she pled insanity. That is the point. That is the point. She pled insanity. When you plead insanity, she's never going to walk free. If her attorney thought there was an option that she didn't do it, he wouldn't have pled insanity. He would not put her in a psych ward for the rest of her life. That makes no sense. No attorney, if they thought for 1 second she didn't do it, would put her in a psych ward for the rest of her life at minimum. Is that what you're missing? You would plead not guilty if you didn't do it. Not guilty due to insanity. Do you hear yourself? Because if she pled not guilty, then she would be walk free. Exactly, Coco. They're not listening. They're not listening. They're not listening because they are a bunch of scorned women on the internet who have been treated shitty by men, and they just cannot fathom that maybe, just maybe, he's a shitty mother and not a murderer. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe, just maybe the man sucks. And then they're like, what reason did she have? I mean, did you miss the 8 months of her going back and forth to different psych wards, doctors, friends, family? Did you read her journal? Did y'all read her journal? Did anybody read her journal? I could tell y'all haven't read shit. Y'all are just jumping on this bandwagon of he did it. His alibi is airtight, and they're still, he sent an email, baby. People email from their phones all the time. It didn't say sent from iPhone. Neither does mine. I took that setting off. Exactly. They said that's why Dawson was the first. They don't take mental health serious enough. And I watched 2 different videos. I watched one from one of the reporters from NBC, and she actually listened to the 911 call. She said, you can hear Lindsay in the background say basement. Gigi, I think you're not listening, Gigi. Let me open your ears one more time, baby, okay? I'm not even trying to be rude. You're very right. Sometimes attorneys will do whatever makes the most sense. This woman is already facing being behind bars for the rest of her life, whether it be jail or whether it be a psych ward. So if he thought that there was enough evidence for not guilty, he would have gone straight for not guilty. He would have just gone not guilty. He would not let that woman sit in a psych ward for the rest of her life if he thought there was a chance that she didn't do it. That's the point. What you're missing is there is a different high stakes here. Yes, if it was a regular case, then yes. It would make sense. I've seen attorneys that know they're gonna, bro, the first case, damn, come here, Bubby. See, I gotta close this damn door because come on. The flies keep coming in. Bro, where did it go? You don't know what he's doing. What are you talking about? Yes, I do. I went to fucking law school. I used to sit in the courtroom for hours with a judge, an attorney, etc. Maybe you need to look him up. Y'all are forgetting. I know y'all don't see that, but I did it for years. What do you mean I don't know? I studied law. I know what attorneys are thinking. Literally, that's why they're attorneys. Her lawyer did. It's been 3 years. It's been 3 years, Kim K. If there was any doubt, that attorney is not slow. That attorney knows that his little comments are enough to get people on the internet. He's just trying to establish doubt. However, he knows what he's saying it's not viable. But all he has to do is mention a little something, and then y'all are on the internet taking this. Boom. He knows that means nothing. He knows the email was probably sent from the fucking phone. Don't you think he would have subpoenaed that if he thought it was from the laptop? Don't you think that he spent this case is 3 years old. I guarantee you, he has done every bit of investigation he could possibly do. He knows she did it. He didn't change up. He knew exactly what he was doing, but all he has to do is prove a little bit of doubt. A smidgen of doubt is enough, and he knows that. He knows that. Exactly, Brianna, but they want this to be something so bad. Hey, Brika. It's actually sad because to me, it's like y'all are really minimizing postpartum. No, he's smart as hell. I was trying to understand why he was doing that instead of really focusing on the insanity portion. But when I looked up Massachusetts law, it made way more sense. But I think what y'all are missing is that if I've seen attorneys, y'all remember my first trial ever, he knew the kid did it. Like there was no question. He was driving the car. He's on camera at the hospital, dropping his friend off. There's no question. No question. So, but you don't work in criminal defense, correct? You've never worked in criminal defense. Okay, so then what are we talking about here, babe? Respectfully. 2 different types of law, and you know that, and I know that. If you haven't sat in a courtroom for days on end and dealt with multiple cases, then it's going to be hard for you to understand, babe, respectfully. And I'm not minimizing your accomplishments, and I think that's dope. But we both know, it's just like personal injury lawyers don't know shit about criminal defense. I worked in criminal defense. My bachelor's is criminal justice. I worked for Jackie Patterson. I used to work in the courthouse for years. And then I went into personal injury. I told y'all that. Y'all asked me how I got into personal injury. I told y'all that I worked for a criminal defense attorney who shared an office with a personal injury attorney, and they brought me in afterwards. I've been told y'all that. If you know, you know. No shade. So yes. Trying to say the defense attorney is looking for a mistrial. He's not. No, he's not. He's not looking for a mistrial. Oh my God. Y'all really got to understand the law. A not guilty verdict is on the table. Do you know what not guilty via insanity is, QWERTY? A psych ward. We know not guilty is on the table. We know. We know. And she will be in a psych ward for the rest of her life. What are y'all missing? Okay, I'm not, okay. All right. I'm pretty sure the judge said there's no way Lindsay Clancy was ever going to walk free. I'm sorry. It's on the internet. No one in the courtroom has any doubt she did it. It's just a bunch of people. And I watched this thing. This guy was like, women always say, believe all women, believe all women. This woman. And then Gigi, I'm sorry, but you said you went to law school. You said, what motive would she have? He did say that she will never walk free. So what are we talking about? My thing is, Gigi, she spent 9 months telling friends, family, doctors that she was having these thoughts. Why is this so hard to believe? When people get out of psych wards and go off people, nobody doubts them. Nobody doubts them. Nobody doubted when that black man on the train stabbed out right in the neck. Nobody saw. Well, I wonder why. He didn't even know the lady. The facts are that people aren't understanding the legal aspect of it, so they're just taking what they're watching. They haven't really watched a lot of trials. They haven't seen a lot of trials, and I can understand. I mean, her attorney is good. He's gonna go down in like history, bro. Like, this is some of the best legal defense I've ever seen. I was just talking to Jackie, and he was like, because I was talking to him about my case, and we were just catching up. We talked for like over an hour. And he was like, yeah, like, keep in mind, Jackie is the only person in the state of Georgia that's ever been cop, military, lawyer, and a judge. And I used to work with him, like, taught me everything I know about criminal defense, to be honest, which isn't a ton, but I have sat through at least, I'd say 8 different trials minimum. And those are just, that's not even municipal court. I know a lot about municipal court for sure, because he used to be a judge for municipals. They're literally not listening. It's actually sad, like what they're doing to that poor man. And listen, I don't have any soft spot for Patrick Clancy. And this is another thing that I'm finding out is that, oh yeah, they're on the internet. If you defend Patrick, oh, do you want to get chosen? Oh, y'all want to get picked. All the girls defending Patrick are pick-me's. Bitch, and you want to be a part of the Women Are So Scorned movement. Oh my God, we've all been through so fucking much. Me too. Like, bitch, shut up. I'm sorry, but like, dead ass, shut up. There are, Brianna, but they aren't white women. So remember the lady I told you that pushed her son in a swing for over 2 days? He was found decomposing. Hypothermia and freezing cold temperatures, just sat there swinging him back and forth. People called the police after noticing her swinging him for 2 days straight. Nobody. People plead not guilty due to insanity all the time. Nobody spins it on the husband. But because you know what it is? It's because he moved on. I guarantee you, if Patrick Clancy sat here as this scorned, sad, emotional, still single man, oh my God, this would be way different. But the fact that every woman I see saying Patrick Clancy did it focuses on that all over. It's all about him moving on. If it was just about, I think he did it because of this and that. And then they also don't understand the legal system. Yes, her attorney is bringing up things like the email. He might be mentioning little things here and there. But he knows they hold no real value of evidence, or else he would have submitted evidence. Hey, well, we actually did get Patrick Clancy's emails, and we do know that it was sent directly from the house at that time, wasn't it, Patrick? Boom. He would have done that. He would have done that. Y'all are missing good lawyering. This man is not incompetent. Her lawyer is it. And then they're like, oh, the investigation. That's why she has her own attorney to do his own investigation. The shoes change means nothing to me. When I had my car, all my cars, I had multiple pair of shoes in my car. I got slippers on right now, and I might change to flip-flops when I walk outside. The shoes, I mean, if you could give me a reason on why that means something, then maybe, just maybe. But like, the shoes mean nothing to me. And I'm sure if it meant something, they would have got both of the shoes and tested them. I don't know what the shoes are supposed to make people think. To me, that's just, I'm sorry, but like him not calling 911. You guys, I don't know if it's just, do y'all not see when I leave out of my house, my Wi-Fi goes off and y'all can't hear me when I get on the elevator? Maybe, just maybe, as he pulled up, I don't know. I lived in the country. I lived in South Georgia for years. Even at my mom's crib, when I be on live at my mom's crib, have y'all ever seen me have to go on the patio as the Wi-Fi and the other thing switches back? He said she communicated. No, IZ, the 911 call. Did you? And this is where I need y'all to see. I hate when y'all do this. The 911 call was already made. The 911 call in the background. The 911 call was already made. The 911 call in the background, they can hear the 911 call. You can call 911 with no service. The thing is, if your phone is constantly trying to hop onto service, off and on and off and on, there's going to be an issue. If I try to call somebody on the elevator, it might go out. And then as soon as I get back downstairs, it goes back on. Especially if you have Wi-Fi calling on. Like, y'all are making more of that than it needs to be. It took 2 minutes. Like, y'all are acting like, if that was the case, he would have let her rock for hours. Did you not know that they also pulled the neighbor's phone cameras? The neighbor's cameras? One of the neighbors spoke out on social media and said it was within a couple minutes that you could hear him, you could see his car pull up, and then you could hear him screaming and rushing for the phone. Kim K, if your phone is on Wi-Fi and then jumping off and on, there can be errors. Y'all are dragging that. It was 2 minutes. What are we chatting about? He still called 911. And then y'all are talking about him not being responsive. There's literally... I can't. I need y'all to listen to this. I'm sorry.
Some people say about Patrick Clancy is
This
not
lady is
supported
in
by
the
the
courtroom.
911 call. You may have heard that he sounded too calm or that Lindsay Clancy was speaking incomplete sentences. The whole thing doesn't add up. Maybe it was staged. Well, let me tell you, I heard the 911 call. I was in the courtroom when it played with journalists from mainstream media, independent media, citizen journalists, members of the public, court staff, and the 18 jurors. We sat in the same room and listened to it together. And I completely understand why the fact that you can't hear it creates a vacuum. The judge has impounded the 911 recording. The media, we can report what we heard, but we cannot play it for you. And when you don't have the evidence yourself, suspicion can sometimes fill the gap. But some people have filled this particular gap with a story built on things that aren't actually on the call. So let me tell you what I heard. But first, I want to give you a little context. In the 1980s, a lot of my friends were dying from HIV, AIDS-related illnesses, and most of them were under 30. And one afternoon, I went with a group of people to
You're talking about how did her body temp go down? She was leaking blood. She just offed her kids. She jumped out of a building. Of course, your body temperature is going to change, my girl. Like, y'all are mentally...
Dead is a sound I have...
It's just like y'all expect...
years.
I'm just going to keep playing it. I'm sorry.
Now, I've also sat in beautiful theaters and watched extraordinary actors perform grief. Some of the best actors in the world, gifted, coached with incredible scripts.
I did hear the call. The call was released years ago when this first happened. They were out there. I don't know how they got it off the internet, but there's multiple people that have heard this call. Now, it hasn't been for the jury. Some of y'all are just catching on to this case, and you got to remember that. I knew about this case 3 years ago when it happened.
Now, you can check me. The published accounts from other reporters in the room described the call the same way. Anguished, frantic, harrowing. Now, about what Lindsay said. People online are saying things like she was coherent and clear, and she had a conversation. That's not at all what I heard. She was moaning. Her speech was difficult to make out. The one word I could hear clearly was basement. That's very different from the online claim that I keep seeing that she was calmly speaking in complete sentences. Back to Patrick. At the beginning of the call, it's chaotic. He's panicked. He talks over the dispatcher. He's trying to find out where his kids are. He's trying to deal with Lindsay. And then his voice changes. He becomes functional. He listens. He follows directions from the dispatcher. That does not mean he became calm. And then he goes into the house. You can hear the moment his world changes. He screams and howls for minutes. And eventually gets out the words, "She killed the kids." The recording is impounded right now, and maybe someday a court will allow it to become public. I don't know, but here's what I do know. As someone who was in that room, what I heard does not support the version that is circulating online. Now, you can be skeptical. You should be skeptical. But skepticism means checking the evidence, not just filling in the parts you can't see with a theory. Cora, Dawson, and Callan were not characters in some true crime story. They were real children. And Patrick Clancy is a real father who walked into the worst moment a parent can walk into. So before you build a theory around what you think he should have sounded like, take a beat. I'm Sue O'Connell.
And then y'all are taking the sat on the couch thing. That was minutes after. Y'all act like they walked in. He's just sitting on the couch. That was minutes after him trying to help. He had been found his wife and his kids. Like, what are we missing? Like, I genuinely don't understand. And went on a run after. What are you talking about went on a run? I'm saving my kids. He tried. He tried. I know there's a lot y'all didn't see, and y'all need to start educating yourselves. We all know he was a terrible father and husband. Nobody's arguing that. What run are you talking about? Are you talking about the social media picture that they have of him running a marathon and they tried to say it was a hype? Yep, go ahead and look that up too. Now I need y'all to go back and come back. Wrong dates. Wrong dates. Y'all are slow, bro. Y'all believe anything y'all see. Go back and look, and they've already debunked that. They've already debunked that that was not at the time. He's not guilty at all. Y'all are talking about Chris Watts. Why would he go through 9 months? Why would he do all of that to off his wife? He could have just given her a bunch of pills. She was already psychotic. He could have just convinced her to do it 5 months earlier. Y'all are mentally, like, y'all really are trying to make this man. I'm sick for y'all. I'm sick. I hope none of y'all are ever on jury duty. Why was the knife clean? They've never said the knife was cleaned. What are you talking about? My God. Y'all literally have no critical thinking skills. None. Zero. There not being DNA evidence doesn't mean it was cleaned. There's two different things. Y'all need to stop taking something that doesn't. 4 men came and robbed my house. Took us clean out. Went in 2 different bedrooms. There was no fingerprints anywhere. Can you believe that? Can you believe there was no motherfucking fingerprints? Especially on the bottles that they grabbed. They grabbed empty bottles through our bar. There was no fingerprints on the doorknobs. There was no fingerprints. They even broke the thing. There was no fingerprints. Matter of fact, my stepdaughter, her friend, and my ex's best friend were all in the house when it happened, and nobody heard anything or knew anything. Things happen. Not everything. Maybe because they had gloves. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they did it. Maybe. But we don't know because that's not enough evidence. Just because there was no fingerprints doesn't mean, like, y'all make no sense. 0 sense. Like, what? The neighbor's footage was already played of him pulling up to the house and what time he pulled up. That's why y'all arguing this, he was in the house. The neighbor's footage shows his car pulling in. And then she says, the lady that spoke up says you can hear him immediately scream. Picking up fingerprints. Clearly, y'all never took a forensic science class. Why are you mad we're having a debate? Because a debate needs to be educated debate. I don't want to hear about false evidence. You said, why was the knife clean? That is not there not being any fingerprints. If you're going to have a debate with me, babe, I'm going to be honest with you. My bachelor's criminal justice, my minor was nonprofit. I did 2 years of law school, and I've worked in criminal defense law for years. I'm going to need you to be logical and actually make real evidence. Don't take there was no fingerprints for it was cleaned. Those are 2 completely different things, and I'm not going to argue with non-facts. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Now you're trying to say he was SAing his daughter? Oh my God, y'all are not well. Now you're trying to say he was SAing his daughter? Oh my God. Y'all, God forbid a young daughter have bladder issues and now he can travel with his only daughter. Now that means he was SAing her. I could tell y'all have never been loved. My dad has 4 kids and sometimes only I would go out of town. That is very typical. Oh my God, you're not well. Maybe she was the easiest to travel with. I take Chanel places, I don't take Bubby. The fuck? Bubby's a headache. I'll take Chanel on a plane. Bubby's not going on that damn plane. I know y'all are saying theories, but y'all need to be educated about your theories because you are only furthering lies. And it's not at her age. Everybody isn't what you want to be. Your lifestyle, stop projecting your experiences on other people. Now you're trying to... why are you missing that this woman for 8 months said she wanted her kids? Why are we ignoring that? You're trying to make up evidence that isn't even out there. Maybe he was SAing her. Oh, a poor little girl had bladder issues. Now he was SAing her. There has been no evidence of SAing ever. But now you want to make that a thing. Why are you ignoring that? If anybody can give me a good argument for why she for 9 months told people she was having these thoughts and y'all are ignoring it, then maybe I'll hear you. Maybe I'll hear you. But none of y'all, you would rather make up that maybe he was essaying his daughter rather than the 9 months of their mom telling everybody she was having these thoughts. What my mom, what I can't even believe we're bringing this up. Like, I can't even. Why were his shoes different? I change my shoes 3 times around the house a day. Y'all have never had multiple shoes in your car and just switched them out? What? Okay, I want y'all to think, why, anything y'all are bringing up, right? Anything that y'all are bringing up, don't you think her attorney would have already investigated that? That's all I want to know. Anything that you guys are bringing up, don't you think her attorney would have investigated that? I just want y'all to really think about that. Any little small ass details y'all are trying to make a thing, don't you think her attorney would have investigated it? I just want to know why a woman that for 9 months told everybody, not watching it daily, but I'm watching here like clips of it for sure. I want to know why a woman for 9 months that asked for help and told everybody I'm having these thoughts finally does what she told people she was going to do, and now we are finding any reason to minimize it. I really want to know. Nobody can give me a reason why. Y'all are trying to find any reason he did it rather than the woman who straight up told friends. No, Summer K, do you want me to show you the clip? Do I need to show you the clip, Summer K? Do I need to show you the clip? Do I need to show you the clip, Summer K? And if I show you the clip, you're going to shut the fuck up? If I show you the clip, you know she had multiple doctors, right? If I show you the clip of her doctor saying that she had expressed these things, if I show you the clip of her friend from 20 years, what was her name? Macy, Mary, who stuck by her, who was the first person at the hospital when Patrick wasn't. And she said she was telling me these things. Did you read her diary? Did you read her diary? Did you read her civil lawsuit? Did you read this? Did you read her notes from the psych ward that she admitted herself into? Did you read what she said she did while she heard them? I lost all control. My body started acting without any control on my part. I was following commands. They were demanded actions. She proceeded to blank each of her kids, screaming, "Go to God, baby. Go to God." Summer K, if that's I'm not arguing that everybody failed this woman. Her husband failed her. Her doctors failed her. She was failed. I don't think she should spend the rest of her life in prison. And I know that's not an argument that everybody wants to hear. But why are we ignoring that and trying to put blame on another human being? It doesn't make sense. What's the date? That's the civil lawsuit that she filed herself. That is her civil lawsuit, ma'am. That is her civil lawsuit. Under it is a oath of affidavit that what she says is true. No, I didn't see the doctor told her to say she heard voices. No, didn't see that. Sorry. And is this going to be from a verified source, Kim K? I just need to know. Was this from a verified source? Because if so, we could just find it. Which one? Because she had 10 different doctors. Oh, you're talking about the male. Are you talking about the male doctor? No, the doctor did not testify to coaching Lindsay Clancy. Okay, I'm just gonna. Woohoo! During testimony in the high-profile trial, a state police sergeant acknowledged that investigators once discussed a theory that a defense-hired psychologist may have coached Clancy to claim she heard voices. However, the testifying law enforcement officer explicitly stated that there was no investigative evidence or proof establishing that the doctor actually instructed or coached her to say that. I'm just confused. That's literally what it says. What was the name of the doctor? The sheriff who stayed by her room. Again, It literally says a state police sergeant acknowledged that investigators once discussed a theory that a defense hired psychologist, Dr. Paul Ziesel, may have coached Clancy to claim she had voices. However, the testifying law enforcement officer explicitly stated that there was no investigative evidence or proof establishing that the doctor actually instructed or coached her to say that. So this is something that the investigators thought that her attorneys were trying to get done. Keep in mind, this is a defense hired psychologist. So if that was the case, that would mean her attorney's psychologist coached her to say that. I need y'all to listen to details. The sheriff thought. This is what y'all got to understand. Of course, and that's what doesn't even make sense. Of course, if anything, her doctors would have coached her, say you heard voices. That makes sense. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I've seen defense attorneys pull out all stops. So it doesn't seem far off to me that they hired a doctor to investigate her. And then they're like, yeah, she definitely did hear voices. The defense is going to do whatever works for them. So that is, in case y'all don't understand the difference between defense and prosecution, that would be her attorney's hired doctor. So if her attorney hired a doctor to coach her to say that, then maybe, so as y'all are alleging that maybe, keep in mind, the sheriff's department is the one alleging that that's what happened. Y'all said the sheriff's department didn't do a good investigation. Again, that's a sheriff that said there was no substantial evidence that he believed that. He said there was no substantial evidence to prove that. So what are we talking about? The sheriff's department wants her prosecuted, right? If we're arguing for Lindsay Clancy, the sheriff's department wants her prosecuted. Of course, the sheriff's department is trying to say she wasn't crazy. She knew what she was doing. This is in the sheriff's department's mind. They think she deserves to go rot. They believe she deserves to rot in prison. She did everything she said she did. Blase, blase. So of course, yeah, she's not crazy. She was not hearing any voices. She knew what she was doing. The sheriff's department argument is that she knew what she was doing and she deserves to be charged with. Correct? That makes way more sense. If it's the defense team, if it would be the defense's lawyer, and you said the lawyer said he didn't get to hire the doctor, that makes no sense. The email is sent from his phone. Why are we asking what we think? Saint Galore, if there was an email, if there was any evidence that he sent this email from his laptop, don't you think Kevin Reddington would have figured it out? Correct? Correct? Exactly, Aaron. Correct? And you notice, I asked LZ, what about her begging for help for 9 months? And here you are empty. Nothing to say. And then you're talking about, oh, this doctor. You're talking about doctors after the fact. For 9 long fucking months, this woman went to multiple doctors. She wrote in her diary. She wrote to psych wards. She wrote to her friends. She wrote to her family. She told multiple people that she was having thoughts, and now we're going to ignore 9 months of thoughts in her head because a cop outside the door said, well, I think he was coaching her, because a sheriff doesn't know you're a fucking sheriff, not a psychologist, motherfucker. Maybe the questions he was asking sounded like coaching because you don't understand what questions to ask because you're not in this field, and people need to stop trying to understand shit they don't understand. Just like when I talk about hoeing and y'all don't understand hoeing. Stop trying to understand hoeing if you don't understand hoeing. Why is a sheriff trying to understand what a psychologist said? Did he say exactly what was asked? Did he say exactly what the psychologist coached her on? Did he say exactly what questions were being asked and why when can a sheriff talk about what coaching is for psychology when you're not a fucking psychologist? Like, y'all got to start thinking bigger than the program. Respectfully. Her husband took her thoughts and y'all are mentally not well. Like, y'all are mentally not well. If he wanted to get rid of his wife, he would have gotten rid of his wife with just some medicine. That would have made things a lot easier. Like, y'all are really not well. And it really, honestly, no, just keep swimming. I got this. Thank you. It really just, honestly, to me, respectfully and humbly, it really shows how scorned some of y'all are. Like, y'all are very scorned. And that's okay. That's okay. I love you too, but no, it gives scorn. It gives very scorn. It gives scorn to say he acted on them, why didn't she act on them? Why didn't she act on them? Why is it impossible that she acted on the same thing she said for 9 months she was going to do? That's what I'm trying to understand. He has an airtight alibi. He has an airtight alibi. The neighbor's footage from their doorbell or whatever. I think she said there was cameras on the side of the house, the lady who spoke out. She said she gave everything over to police, and you can see Patrick Clancy's car pull up, and within a few minutes you hear him screaming. Yes, we could do a live panel. What do you think the final verdict will be? It'll be, I think she'll get not guilty, but she's still going to spend the rest of her life in a psych ward, and that's the point I'm trying to make, you guys. I think that's what y'all need to grasp the most. If her attorney thought that she did not do it, he would have gone not guilty. He would not put her at risk of going into a psych ward for the rest of her life at minimum. That's what y'all aren't getting. I've seen attorneys fight not guilty even when they knew they was guilty, because it's like, shit, we're just gonna fuck it. Like, look, all the evidence is against you. Let's just, we can try it. I could go to trial, or you could take a plea. What's up? And people try it every day. They try it. They shoot for not. But with this type of stake, because the stake is so high, because even if she is not guilty, she still spends her life in a psych ward, he wouldn't do that. He would rather fight it and just try to get her freedom than put her in a psych ward for the rest of her life at the very minimum. Y'all, this is the thing, and I'm not mad at y'all for the way y'all are thinking, because if I wasn't in this field, I would probably be thinking the same way y'all would be thinking. You get what I'm saying? She's never going to be free, and that's the point I'm trying to make. If her attorney thought that she was not guilty, he would have just pled not guilty. He would have just pled not guilty. And then fought it, and then tried to see if she could be free. He's not going to purposely put his client in a psych ward if he had any idea she didn't do it. But that was the only option, Brianna. That's the point I'm trying to say. If you plead insanity, psych ward was going to be the only option. If she's not guilty. That's the point, Brianna. That's exactly what the point I'm trying to make is. If that's the exact, grasp that real quick. That is the only option she has. Now, the only other option to get her out of a psych ward would have been not guilty. He would not have pled insanity, because he knows that she's going to be forced to a psych ward forever. He is creating reasonable doubt, and he's doing a fucking good job. Like, I'm about to go put in my resume for Kevin Reddington, okay? I'll move, bitch. I want to work under him. Like, he is brilliant. The cameras in the other person's houses were working. Do you think she was experiencing insanity in the moment? I don't know. I honestly think that it was 9 months of just pain and maybe she just, did what she did. I mean, but I'm not going to minimize this woman's pain. And thank you, just keep swimming. And when you notice, when I ask all these people for, why are we ignoring 9 months of her asking for help? And then they're like, oh, the sheriff, he's not a psychologist. He's not a psychologist. Real good lawyers could work a case even when they know you did it. Exactly. And that's the exact point, Api Yummy. And even if he knew she did it, and he could have worked the case, he would not have done not guilty by means of insanity, because regardless, in this scenario, she's going to spend the rest of her life locked up somewhere. If he thought she didn't do it for 1 second, he would have pled not guilty, period. Pleading not guilty by means of insanity means at minimum she'll spend the rest of her life in a psych ward. That means he knows she did it. Why are we thinking he played off the fact? Why are we not just acknowledging her mental issues? Why is he not just acknowledging her mental issues? Why are we blaming a man? Why are we just ignoring her mental issues? She talks about what happened, babe. She speaks in detail. Two things can be true at once. Yes, but I'm not understanding why we are rather putting in this narrative that he did it, even though he was not home, rather than just acknowledging that the woman admitted that she was having these thoughts for 9 months. She told her friends, she told her family, she told multiple doctors, she went into a psych ward. I mean, why are we ignoring that? Like, what is really going on here? She wrote it down in diaries. Like, I know what the attorney is doing anyways, 33. I understand what the attorney is doing, babe. I'm not arguing that. I'm trying to understand why we're blaming Patrick. I get what he's doing. He's establishing reasonable doubt. But people on the internet are taking the little things he's saying and trying to twist them into Patrick did it. That's not what the attorney is doing. It's so crazy. I'm seeing they're like, Lindsay's just now realizing she did it. Reddington knows he did it. No, he doesn't. Y'all have it all confused. I can tell y'all have never sat through a court proceeding in your life because you have it very confused. But you know what, Savvy? If they felt for postpartum, then they would not be doing what they're doing right now. If they felt for postpartum, then they would be acknowledging how serious it is, acknowledging the effects that can come when we don't have a village, when our husbands are shitty husbands, when we don't have proper care, and they would acknowledge that and rock with that. Instead, they're trying to turn it into this man did it, and it's just fucked up. It's just fucked up. Exactly, Avery. That's what's so crazy. If you remember when this first happened, there was no question on whether Lindsay Clancy did it. That's why it's like honestly funny for me to like read all these theories, because it's like everybody knew she did it. Like it wasn't I'm stunned that this is like a really a thought, to be honest. Like I'm really taken aback that like, but it's because she's white. I also think it's fucked up because we would not have this same type of discord for a black woman, but think what you want. Oh my God, here they go. Here they go. How would her body temp drop to 80? She lost blood. She was bleeding. She just offed her kids, which probably, wasn't it cold? It was supposedly free. It was in January. Dana, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, Dana. You're wrong. Also because he cheated. Exactly. You're wrong, Dana. Come back later. Come back later, Dana. Go do a deep dive and come back later, Dana. Come back later, Dana. I'm tired of y'all coming here with false information. Come back later, Dana. Wrong, loud and wrong. Loud. You see when people don't do investigations? When people don't do their investigation and they just come in here talking? No shade, Dana. I love you, girl. Come back. Thank you. Just making shit up. Just making shit up out of their motherfucking heads. They say anything. Keep talking about body temperature. She did jump out of a building. Y'all are acting like that. Your body just reacts. Everybody's body reacts the same. It was January. Was it not January? Anybody want to look up the weather? It was January. Didn't this happen January 2023? Pretty sure this happened in January. They were thorough with the investigation, Carly. They were very thorough with the investigation. Y'all don't want to believe it because Reddington is a good attorney and he's establishing doubt, but he's not trying to make y'all think Patrick Clancy did it. I bet you when this shit is over, I know one day when this documentary comes out, it was freezing cold, you guys. Freezing cold. Thank you. In Massachusetts. Oh, he's a phenomenal attorney. I mean, he's doing his thing. I genuinely think Reddington is going to come out, though, later and make it very clear that Patrick didn't do it. I think right now, because trial is going on. I also think, though, he probably hates Patrick Clancy, like he should for, him being a shitty person. So I don't know if he'll ever do that, but Reddington's great. Respectfully, he's doing amazing. He'll go down in history for this. And I think any attorney on the planet is going to tell you. They're like, why did her temperature drop? It's cold. I thought we all knew that. Like, it's freezing. Okay, so what's your next argument? She couldn't speak. Yes, she could, Dana. Did I not just show a video? Dana? Sorry, Dana. So sorry, princess. I need you to go do a better investigation than TikTok. I just showed a video of somebody that is in the courtroom and heard the 911 call and says that you can still hear her mumbling in the background and you can hear her very clearly say basement. Someone that is in the courtroom, a reporter. Nobody biased, no none of that. A reporter in the courtroom says that you can clearly hear her say, I need y'all to stop getting on TikTok. I need y'all to stop being TikTok lawyers. Please. You also clearly didn't read this right here, Dana. This is her describing what she said while she offed them. Keep in mind, he wasn't in the house. He wasn't in the house. So respectfully, I don't know how he would know that while she, her kids, she said, go to God, baby. I don't know how he was going to tell her this is what happened. I don't know how he's going to tell her all of these things. I don't know how he told her these things. I don't know how he, for 9 months, checked her into psych wards, etc., etc. Please, before I call the board. Yo, Aaron, this is definitely going to go down as like one of like, I don't want to believe that she really did. I don't know why we don't want to believe it. I mean, I think it's because she's a white lady. I strongly believe if this woman was black, she would not be getting this much. I don't think we'd be giving her this much grace. I'm just saying. I'm not saying everybody. No shade. And my mom is a white lady, so it's no racism. I'm just saying I think she's getting a lot of grace because she's white. Black women don't get this much attention, grace, or anything. And it's because they have a man to blame now. I guarantee you, if Patrick Clancy did not move on and start dating another woman, nobody would be discussing this right now. Nobody. You said you don't think it has anything to do with race. Michaela, you're a white woman. You're not going to think it has anything to do with race, my love. You're a white woman. I wouldn't expect you to understand respectfully and humbly, and that's no shade. That's no shade to you. That's a huge red flag. No, why is that a huge red flag, Dana? Back up. Back up. Men move on and cheat all the time. That doesn't mean they off their... That's not a bigger red flag than the woman screaming for help for 9 months. Like, why is it more of a red flag that her husband is a cheating, lying son of a gun, which most men are, than the fact that this woman told multiple people the thoughts she was having? Like, it's literally like red, green. Patrick Clancy moves on after tragedy. Bright red. Lindsay Clancy, for 9 months, tells multiple people, including psychiatrists, police, friends, family, and her diary, that she was having thoughts of self-harm and... Green. Yep, this is redder. A man being a cheating, lying son of a gun. Oh my God. God forbid we're talking law today. Shut up. You don't have to watch my energy. Blocked. If you don't like my energy, just leave today. Anybody that's anything negative to say about my energy could get blocked today. Thank you. No, Reddington definitely provided doubt. It is me. We can agree to get. If you think that a man cheating on his wife is more of a red flag than the woman who told multiple people out of her mouth that she was having these thoughts, I can't argue with you, babe. I can't argue with you. Your siblings can have a black father, but when you simply said, another comment you said, Michaela, is we the people make it about race. And that lets me know that you don't understand, right? And we can get into this real quick, Michaela. With that comment, it let me know that you don't understand. It wasn't what you said. It was that comment. And I didn't address it. And I didn't even say that I saw it, but I saw it. You literally said, let me read it word for word because I don't want to be wrong, my girl. You said, I'm now fully convinced he did it. LMAO. I don't think this has anything to do with race. We the people make it about race. No. Everything is about race. And whether or not you're going to understand that, especially in the criminal justice system, do I need to break down criminal justice statistics to you? I got 101 in that class. If you want, you could go to the Bureau of Justice Statistics. It'll show all the different sentencing guidelines, etc. Okay? In the criminal justice system, it will always be about race because white people are afforded privileges that black people are just not. And if you don't understand that, especially in our legal system, and white people are given biases, do you know that black people are minorities are 3 times more likely to be sentenced longer lengths of time than their white counterparts for the same crimes? Black people are 3 times more likely to get a longer sentence than the white people for the same fucking crime. It's not that it's not that you don't understand, but for you to say that means you don't get it. To say that we the people make it about race means you don't get it. And as much as empathetic, thank you, Medusa, I love that, as you can be, even though my mom, she gets it, but there's certain things she just doesn't get. She doesn't get it. She gets it. My mom, Trayvon Martin, Nolan Well, my mom is, and those are things I've had to teach her because I don't think she understood. And Sandra Bland, those are things I had to teach her. I remember her saying, why didn't Sandra Bland just put out her cigarette? Because she doesn't see, they could have just stopped. They should have just stopped. I think people aren't understanding that it's not about just stopping and abiding by police. It's about you didn't do anything. White people don't get pulled over and stopped and frisked up. They're not walking home from school holding their belt and then police running on them because I think what we're trying to understand is we're not going to act like we haven't criminalized color. We have criminalized color. We have seen minorities as more dangerous, inherently dangerous. It is what it is, whether we want to admit it or not. And listen, I'll be the first person to admit that we, as a community, we do it to ourselves. And people can hate that I said that. Listen. But it's also because of the ghettos and the hoods and how the privileges that black people were not afforded to lead them down his paths of crime that white people were, right? So I'm not saying we do it to ourselves in that sense, because I think that minimizes the decades of racism, discrimination, and oppression that leads our young teen boys and our young minority boys to do the things they do, right? Because they aren't given the same awarded and privileges. But I think for you to say that this has nothing to do with race is very ignorant, because what you will not see, it's just like in medical. Black women they're seen as their pain scores are they're more likely. They've done studies to prove that black people are more likely to be accused of doing or wanting when they go into system and go into medical places of hospitals, doctors, in healthcare. Black women's or pregnancy are less likely to be addressed. So I think that to say, I'm not saying that this case is about racism. I'm saying that the benefit of the doubt that Lindsay Clancy is getting would not be afforded to a black woman. And if you want to believe that, that is on you. It'll be afforded to me. It'll be afforded to you, Michaela, but it would not be afforded to a black woman. They would not be sitting here blaming her husband when a black woman spent 9 months telling people what she was thinking and how she was feeling and that she wanted to do. Her kids would have been taken away 5 months before that. The second she told a doctor what she was feeling, her kids would have been snatched from her. She would have never been able. I don't even want to get into this. Why does everything got to be about race? Because if you don't understand that we have criminalized color and that there's inherent biases, whether it be in the medical field, whether it be in specifically in the criminal justice system, then I don't know what to tell you. If you can't understand that there is inherent biases in the criminal justice system, that's probably the most racist system that we even have. We can go into medical, but come on now. I studied it. It was my major. Oh, thank you, 20 past 80. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Candace. I'm not saying you're ignorant to that, Michaela. I'm not saying that you're ignorant at all. I would hope that, being that you do, are surrounded by minorities in some part of your life, that you do educate yourself and understand the differences and discrepancies. But for you to say that I don't think this has anything to do with race, to me, shout out to you, Summer. Criminal justice grads here. Hello. But to say that, I'm not saying this case has anything to do with race, but I am saying that if this was a black woman, we would have believed her. We would have believed her. We would have believed she did it. She told, I can't understand why nobody can help me understand why we're giving Patrick Clancy the benefit of the doubt. Nobody has came on here and everyone wants to talk about shoes and Skittles and text emails that can be sent from your phone, but nobody wants to address. She said for 9 months how she was feeling. 9 months. They're bringing up a sheriff's deputy. That's y'all's biggest argument, a sheriff's deputy outside of her room that said he believes the psychiatrist was forcing her to say these things. He believes she was coaching her, but said he had no real evidence to prove it. Don't you think he would have been wearing a body cam? So he believed she was being coached by a doctor, and he believed that this evidence, right, because he works for the government, this psychiatrist was for the defense. This was supposed to be in benefit of Lindsay, right? If this is the case, then didn't she already get charged? Yes, she is charged. I am saying that the group of people, St. Galore, he did a lot of fucked up things wrong. I'm not defending Patrick Clancy. I'm defending him against murder. Yes, she was charged, and that's my point. I'm talking about all these internet detectives trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. A black woman would not get this, number one, this level of support. If she said she did it, she admitted she did it in criminally, civilly, diaries, doctors. I mean, what's the evidence that made you raise eyebrows? I mean, finding your husband's DNA on things around the house is going to be normal. I mean, they live in the same house. That's all right. I'm so sorry, but like, he lives there. He works out too. God forbid. God forbid. 82 degrees. Ma'am, it was freezing cold in January. You keep talking. She just sliced her in her neck and jumped out of a building after offering her kids and laid in the grass and in freezing cold temperatures. I would imagine her body, that's what hypothermia is. Have you heard of hypothermia? You sit outside long enough, you get cold. 82 degrees is, and she almost was. Blood loss, bodies being fractured. You're bleeding out in the snow with wet clothes. I mean, I don't understand what we're missing. I'm sorry, but like, the things y'all are bringing up are like, cutie pie, exactly. I'm a man hater too. That's why it's like, the day I thought I was going to be defending a cheating, lying son of a gun. Listen, I'm a 304, okay? I deal with clients all day who talk to me about how much they wives and they're miserable. Trust and believe. It's not that serious. And I'm pretty sure, hold on. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it says Patrick's DNA was found on the exercise bands. So was DNA from Lindsay, Cora, Dawson, and Callan. DNA from all 5 family members was found on the end of the blue band. What do you know? A house of 5 people all work out with, do you see how they try to take little things? How when they said, no shade, St. Galore, because I feel like you at least been open to hearing. When you said, oh, the knife was clean, rather than there was no evidence, there was no DNA found, right? We gotta really think logically and clearly. You didn't hear that in court. Maybe you should. Y'all got it. Maybe you should rewatch it. There was deeper digging. What are you talking about? They dug as deep as they possibly could. A woman who had a mental health crisis, who was spent 9 months begging for help. I don't even know what. Good luck, my girl. I just don't understand. To say he offed them Chris Watts style is absolutely insane. I think he could have got it done a way easier way than all the theatrics. And maybe I think one day when y'all hear the 911 call, hopefully, just maybe, yes, Gracie, she spent months begging for help. She was in and out of psych wards. No, y'all aren't right. There's enough time for him to plan it. Absolutely. And I think that if he planned it, I think her attorney, who seems to be very good at this, would have determined that he planned it. Don't you think? He is the best in Massachusetts. And that's thank you, Claire. And even he's admitting she did it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Claire. I know you're trying to argue the other side, but you literally just said her attorney is the best in Massachusetts, and he admitted that she did it. He conceded that she did it. Reddington is the best. This case happened 3 years ago. If he thought for 1 second that there was a wonky investigation, if he thought for 1 second that I promise, we wouldn't be here. I'm just saying. But you know what? No, it's not that you're empathetic. It's not that you're empathetic, Dana. It is you being scorned. And I don't want to be that type of person. What do you mean it's going to go back to trial again? Kira, no, it's not. See, y'all, I'm sorry, but y'all don't even understand the legalities of what we're arguing here. He's pleading that she's insane. It's not guilty by insanity. Once he proves that she was not guilty and insane, she'll go to a psych ward for the rest of her life. That is what we're arguing. Kira, do you know what Kira, he pled not guilty by insanity. It's going to come back not guilty, and she's going to they're going to say not guilty by means of insanity, and she's going to go to, you can't be tried twice. You never heard of double jeopardy? I would never. I'm so glad I'm not in Canada. Yes, I can bring y'all up. Why would the husband, why would they can't charge both of them for the same? Do you hear yourself? They're not arguing that Patrick Clancy did it. Nobody in the courtroom thinks that Patrick Clancy did it. Nobody. Not her attorney. Not the prosecution. Nobody thinks that Patrick Clancy did it. They're never going. Oh my God, I can't. I literally can't. I'm about to let y'all up. I literally can't. This can't be real life. This is my thing, Dana. I forgot. Hold on. Okay, hold on. DM me. Don't you have my number? Hit and run, got the plates, and made a report. Okay, if you have uninsured motorists, then this will work. If you don't, then there's other options. The thing is, Dana, you're not empathetic, so you believe. This is the thing. If a man running off with another woman is enough, trust me, they're not rage baiting me. This shit is fun to me. If a man running off with another woman is enough to make you think, to make you override a woman asking for help for months, then I don't really think that we're the same type. Like, I think you're thinking emotionally, and we need to think logically. Hearing her weep, hearing the evidence. Have you heard the 911 call? Have you heard him weep? Have you heard him scream? Did you hear the reporter saying you can listen to this man's whole entire world end and shatter in 6 minutes? Hey, Ash. Exactly. I think I would weep too if I heard what I did when I was insane. But what I'm trying to understand is this woman, you literally said, I think he did this. I'm so empathetic. You can't hear it because it's hidden now. At first it wasn't. When this first happened, all the evidence was out there. I think that once it became so big, the judge you could probably still find it on Reddit or something though. But when you're listening to the reporters that are actually in the courtroom discuss what they heard, this is the thing you said. I'm so empathetic. I was like, he's setting her up to be with his new family. think there were a million other ways he could have been with his new family. And I think I could understand if this woman hadn't told other people. I could understand if only he was saying this. Like, they're like, oh, Patrick told her what she did. Are we going to minimize 9 months of this woman asking for help for tons of other people? She asked her doctor. She asked her friends. She asked her family. Why are we ignoring that? Like, I just can't understand why we're ignoring. The therapist. It's already been explained that she said the kids are in the basement, Dua. The 911 call has already listened. Yes, she did. I know you don't want to believe it, but maybe you should shut the fuck up until you did. Now, matter of fact, I'm going to play it for you since you have a question. This is a woman that is in the courtroom. This is her explaining the 911 call.
So what I'm hearing some people say about Patrick Clancy is not supported by the 911 call. You may have heard that he sounded too...
Hold on. You said most men don't feel like there's any other way. She was a psychotic woman. That was his way. I could understand if this was like a regular boop-a-doo-doo. He could have immediately said, I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. My wife is psychotic. She's not the woman I married. Boom, bada bing, bye.
Members of the public, court staff, and the 18 jurors. We sat in the same room and listened to it together. And I completely understand why the fact that you can't hear it creates a vacuum. The judge has impounded the 911 recording. The media, we can report what we heard, but we cannot play it for you. And when you don't have the evidence yourself, suspicion can sometimes fill the gap. But some people have filled this particular gap with a story built on things that aren't actually on the call. So let me tell you what I heard. But first, I want to give you a little context. In the 1980s, a lot of my friends were dying from HIV, AIDS-related illnesses, and most of them were under 30. And one afternoon, I went with a group of people to tell a mother that her son had died. I waited outside the apartment while his family went in. He'd been terminally ill for a while. She knew it was coming, and still, the sound she made when she heard that her son was dead is a sound I have carried with me for 40 years. Now, I've also sat in beautiful theaters and watched extraordinary actors perform grief. Some of the best actors in the world, gifted, coached with incredible scripts. And what I heard from Patrick Clancy when he found his children did not sound like a performance to me. The screaming, the howling, the crying. It immediately took me back to that doorstep in the 1980s. And I'm never going to forget that 911 call. Now, you can check me. The published accounts from other reporters in the room described the call the same way. Anguished, frantic, harrowing. Now about what Lindsay said. People online are saying things like she was coherent and clear and she had a conversation. That's not at all what I heard. She was moaning. Her speech was difficult to make out. The one word I could hear clearly was basement. That's very different from the online claim that I keep seeing that she was calmly speaking in complete sentences. Back to Patrick, at the beginning of the call, it's chaotic. He's panicked. He talks over the dispatcher. He's trying to find out where his kids are. He's trying to deal with Lindsay. And then his voice changes. He becomes functional. He listens. He follows directions from the dispatcher. That does not mean he became calm. And then he goes into the house. You can hear the moment his world changes. He screams and howls for minutes and eventually gets out the words, she killed the kids. The recording is impounded right now, and maybe someday a court will allow it to become public. I don't know, but here's what I do know. As someone who was in that room, what I heard does not support the version that is circulating online. Now, you can be skeptical. You should be skeptical. But skepticism means checking the evidence, not just filling in the parts you can't see with a theory.
Hello.
Cora, Dawson, and Callan were not characters in some true crime story. They were real children. And Patrick Clancy is a real father who walked into the worst moment a parent can walk into. So before you build a theory around what you think he should have sounded like, take a beat. I'm Sue O'Connell. I'm a commentator for NBC10Boston.com, and I'm the courtroom insider for Commonwealth Confidential, the Lindsay Clancy trial.
This the only bitch I'm listening to, okay? No shade, no tea. I think, and then people are saying her body temp was low. First off, do we know when the actual body temp was recorded? Was it recorded when EMTs got there? Was it recorded when she got to the hospital? It was also freezing fucking cold. It was also freezing. If I was Patrick Clancy, I would be getting, as soon as this trial is over, my attorney would be subpoenaing that motherfucking, that recording, that audio, that 911 call. I think that would change a lot of people. No, the 911 call was out when this first happened. We're going to take one person. Did you listen to multiple people? Do you want to listen to the other people in the courtroom, or you want to just put together in your head what you want? Multiple people in the courtroom have said the same thing. Do y'all think he would testify? Y'all got to be fucking smart. Smart. Do you think he would testify? Don't you think Reddington would have said, come on, they're all listening to the 911 call in the trial. Do you think he would testify to something that was in the 911 call that wasn't there? Don't you think her attorney would have said, I didn't hear basement. She could not speak. Don't y'all think everything y'all are thinking about? Her attorney, I mean, y'all said he's the best. Don't you think her attorney would have thought about these things too? Her attorney is not trying to prove she's innocent, Kira. No, she's not. No, he's not. Her attorney is not trying to prove he's innocent. He's trying to prove she was insane. He already conceded she did it. Her attorney conceded she did it. She was failed by the system. Nobody's arguing that. Nobody's arguing that. You just said there's going to be a new trial and they're going to charge Patrick Clancy, Kira. I think you need to stop your noise. The prosecutor, do you hear yourself? How are they going to charge both people for the same crime? That would make her his co-defendant. They would have charged them together. It's been 3 years. Yes, Danny, if you read her civil lawsuit, she says the voices have been in her head that entire day. She said she was having these thoughts the entire day. You too handsome. You just always want to bark. You always want to bark. Just when you bark, you're too handsome. They do have video of him at CVS. They pinged his phone. Do you know what they tried to say? His shoes are different. Reddit, listen, I'm going to tell you this. I mean, I could be wrong. I watch a lot of crime stuff, but I am almost especially when I heard her explaining how it happened. I could bet my last dollar I've heard this 911 call. Like when this first happened, nothing was like sealed. I think they sealed it after they realized how big this was. Yes, they have footage of him at CVS and they're like, he changed his shoes. Oh, I know her legacy. They're saying he had a look-alike. They're literally showing pictures of his friend. Now, one lady on here is saying that he was essaying his daughter. I mean, the things are coming because his daughter had to go to the doctor about a bladder infection, that now he's essaying her. Like, this is how sad this is. Like, and that's what's frustrating me. That's what's frustrating me about it. Because I thought the shoes were the same too, I really did. I thought they were the same. I thought it was just like different cameras pick up things different ways. Like, I thought they were the same, but even if they were different, and what? They are expressing their hate for men through this case. And that bothers me because I don't like men neither. So I would have loved for this to be a case where we all agree that I keep so many shoes in my car. Miss Tell It All. Literally, I'm missing one of my favorite pair of Louboutin boots because they were in my motherfucking car when it got totaled. And I just forgot to get them out. Never got them back. 3 pair of sunglasses. Like, I might walk into a store with this pair on and switch the other pair out when I get in the car. Like, I think the thing that bothers me is this is about hating men. And for me, I don't like men either. And I think we are I'm about to let 2 people up. I'm sorry. I think we are minimizing how I think this could have been a moment where we still make this about how shitty men are, right? We could have made this a moment. And I've been reposting a bunch of people that had postpartum depression, and they're speaking about how frustrated they are with this because this was supposed to be a moment for education for them, and it hasn't. And I think that I might leave my house in these, and then in my car, I might put on some slippers. Oh shit, I got those in my car. Okay, I'll just put those on when I get in the car. Either way, I think this could have been a moment where we speak about how important postpartum depression is, but we also highlight how important it is to have a good partner and a good team and good friends and good family around us. And that when we don't, this is the outcome, right? I think we could have still placed blame on Patrick Clancy for being the shitty, to me, that's some shitty shit to move on in 4 months. I think it's also shitty to not, I think that he did a lot of things wrong. And I do think that this could have been a moment for not only educating on postpartum, but also how important picking your partner is. He didn't give a fuck about her, those kids. That is what it's giving to me. No, I don't think HS, I think HS was on the right side, just keep swimming. I think that based on the comments I was reading, I think they were arguing, I think they were arguing our side, not the right side, but exactly. I just don't understand. I just haven't seen enough evidence. I just think that again, I'm not minimizing everybody's thoughts. I'm not minimizing that he could have planned this. I'm not, how do you feel about getting into relationships? Oh, it's fucked up. But I also didn't lose. I've never lost my wife and 3 kids. I've never walked into what he walked into. I think we all do. That's why we're not robots. How I respond to things. Sometimes y'all think I'm angry or whatever. And it's like everybody doesn't respond the same way. Thank God. Thank God our brains do move differently. I personally can understand. I think if he never moved on, this argument wouldn't be happening. I personally think if Patrick Clancy did not move on, we wouldn't even be having this argument right now. What search was weird? I'm not saying he wasn't cheating. I'm an escort. And GTA. And GTA and GTA. I deal with men that cheat all the time. They don't want to off their wives. I'm not saying that men still don't. I mean, some men are really... I just don't... I think that there's been way more evidence. The woman that told everybody she was thinking about doing this to support his innocence than there has been to support his guilt. I think we can argue that he wasn't the father and partner that he should have been to those kids or his wife. And it led her to do some damaging things. I don't think it was just him, but the combination. How do we know he used her computer? This is my favorite snack. The same way y'all swore he sent an email from his laptop. Let me read it specifically because y'all be taking something and then making something else. Let me read it. And I guarantee you it's going to be different than what y'all said. Patrick using his wife's computer to search things. Now let me say this. Respectfully and humbly, I don't know what was searched, so I'll look it up. It says family computer. So this was a family computer. This was a family computer. They have those. I'm trying to find exactly which. It said it had disturbing searches. Nothing here is saying that her husband did it. Confused. I said the family computer had disturbing searches 2 days ago.
What is the Wayback Machine?
The Wayback Machine is a website that is...
Okay, he cross-examined the detective, okay? And the detective 1000% said, did Reddington address that, or did they verify that Lindsay was at the doctor? Y'all gotta stop taking what Reddington says and taking it as fact. He is establishing doubt. The point is to bring up things just to bring them up. Doesn't mean he... And where's the artery at? Babe, lawyers Google shit all the time. Doctors Google shit all the time. She was a nurse, not a fucking surgeon. It was verified. She had a doctor's appointment, visit as completed. She was with her daughter. And what was the search? What was the search at that time? Was that for one search? Was that for multiple searches? And what was the search? Keep in mind, it's a family computer, it says here, so. Searching where's the carotid artery. Apparently. Okay, was the carotid artery the time that she was at the doctor? So all three of those same things happened at the same time she was at the doctor. You're sure? Because if I watch this for 20 fucking minutes. Okay. You said Tom Hall, Lindsay Clancy, search history, Tom Hall. Who is Tom Hall? Who else Tom Hall? Okay, forensic experts. This is 3 hours. How disturbing searches.
What
do? You act
Assigned to...
the images. You were able to load them up onto your...
Okay, so this is him just...
Whatever it is that you...
So he's just asking questions. If I could imagine, I'm assuming he's asking questions about the software, because that's another thing. Like, I guarantee you, he's going to try to establish doubt about anything, software, etc. He's probably establishing doubt about software. Oh, so is this system... I'm talking about, if he's a good defense attorney, he's going to establish doubt about anything. He might even say, how old is this software system? How often is it used? Is it always accurate? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm sure that's what he's doing here. Hold on.
Suicide and other... You're unable to tell us what else you look for, but in any event, you came across this entry on August 23rd, and you indicated that the time frame that you're dealing with on that computer, the Surface Pro computer, was 9:40 in the morning. Is that right?
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah. You can look at your report too. I mean, if you have documents in front of you, do you have?
I do.
All right, so you can take a look at it. You have a document that's captioned matching results, is that right?
I do not have that in front of me, but yes.
And would that be the search that you conducted?
Is that the magnet tool report?
Sorry, I'm speeding it up.
This is the main page of the forensic tool.
Looking at the page of this tool, does it indicate the date's August 23rd?
That's the box. This also does. Which that's highlighted?
What's that indicate?
That's in the box. That's not that.
All right, so what time?
Could you keep your voice up or make sure you speak to the microphone? So that highlight is a available box.
Okay, and that would be HTTPS, and then underneath that, it makes reference to at some point you were able to see that Lindsay or Lynn's Facebook account was accessed. It wasn't your account, it was actually homepage, right?
Correct. It navigated to the Facebook person's account.
Okay. So that would tell us that that particular Facebook account was accessed, and then that conducted the search. You just testified to.
They both look confused. I'm annoyed.
This does not have. This here does not have.
Right, just hold on, this next one. Is that Facebook?
This one, yes, sorry. Yes, that'd be right.
All right, thank you. I love that. Does that also indicate like these two timelines?
That was a CNBC web visit, which was typed in, and then there's a access to a Google Gmail account inbox.
Google Gmail account.
So Tom Hall was somebody that committed suicide. He didn't Google suicide. He went on a search trail clicking on an article. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if my wife was dealing with thoughts, I would be educating myself as well. Respectfully and humbly. No shade, no tea. I would be wanting to educate myself about my partner and what they're dealing with. I mean, I Googled addiction. My mom has gone through addiction things and it has nothing to do with me. I'm just confused.
That I don't know.
Because that's those two lines in reference to the Google account were not in your report, right? You started off with a Facebook search, if you will.
Yes.
So you started off with Lindsay, Facebook, that was signed into the homepage on Patrick Clancy's Surface Pro computer, right?
So my tool report has all of the artifacts tagged as evidence.
Okay. So when you tag the actual data from the Surface Pro and the HP laptop as well, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, it was only 17 minutes. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Lindsay Clancy, sir. Let me see if there's a summary. Okay, Massachusetts State Police investigators tried insight into her digital footprint and her triple, including months worth of text messages and internet searches. At 35. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get your ass over here and lay your ass down. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, Pavio discovered a series of internet searches made on the laptop back in August 22, though he acknowledged he can only see the computer's data and who was using it. He said the flurry of searches began with Lindsay's Facebook account. The laptop user then accessed a song by Tom Hall via Spotify. This is the Google searches y'all are talking about. Y'all gotta get better at this. I love y'all, but come on now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They know they're having a pool party, mama. They're not supposed to be having a pool party. And they're having a pool party. I don't like the pool party. You don't like the pool party. I know you don't. You want to go party at the pool. You don't want to go party at the pool party. We're having a pool party and he's very upset about it. He's trying to make sure nobody comes in here. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay. The laptop user. Okay, I'm keep reading. Hold on. Via Spotify, but before clicking on a link to the country singer's Wikipedia page, he said the laptop user quickly jumped down to the section of Hall's Wikipedia page. He said the user then clicked on a hyperlink that directed the laptop to a Wikipedia page about. Could you tell on the person? No. Then clicked on a hyperlink for the Grafton Bridge, which was included in a section on Lindsay's attorney appeared frustrated by the testimony. That's it. That's why you're here today, Reddington asked. For a search warrant, Facebook account that later had a URL that partially spelled out Lindsay's name. Were there any searches on the computer? For example, I just want to know, are y'all listening to this though? Real quick. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna finish reading, but y'all understand? Oh my God. That her attorney is arguing that this doesn't, the attorney is saying that the attorney literally responded with, were there any searches on the computer, for example, ways to, he asked. No, they said there was not. Reddington questioned whether it was possible that Lindsay did not initially search for the singer, adding that her husband loved Tom Hall. The search was not actually methods of, it was from the Tom Hall link. You don't know if it was Lindsay who used that computer to search Tom Hall. He said, I do not know who was sitting behind the computer at the time. That's all I'm seeing. Patrick hasn't lied about anything. This isn't Patrick lying. Stop thinking that the prosecutor is Patrick. I'm confused. What did he lie about? Where's the artery at? It doesn't say that this is on the same day. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna look up the artery. Lindsay Clancy, search history, artery. Where's the carotid artery? Okay. These were in her cell phone. It says this is her cell phone. The carotid artery is on her cell phone. The carotid artery is on her cell phone. The things y'all are talking about. Did you come across the search? Where's the carotid artery? Reddington asked Trooper Timothy Cipriani, who analyzed Clancy's cell phone. It's right here. It's on New York Times. And Lindsay Clancy made a series of disturbing Google searches, including how to in the days and weeks. These are on her cell phone. No, the laptop was the Facebook. This is her cell phone. That's why I asked y'all, how to turn the airbags off on a Kia Sorento. These all came from Lindsay's phone, right? Reddington asked. The phone identifier number displayed on the records introduced at the trial matched the one from his own forensic review of Clancy's phone. So, y'all have poor comprehension. That is what I'm saying, bro. Like, what? She Googled it on her. Y'all are trying to mix up. Y'all are mixing up evidence. No, they don't have proof he searched. I'm looking at it. These are from her phone. Can you treat a sociopath, which was made January 20th, just 4 days before recovered from the former nurse's phone. These are from her phone. Y'all are missing the Facebook. The Tom Hall was on Facebook from the Surface Pro. Y'all are mixing up stuff from the phone to the laptop. You need to get your evidence and correct. Exactly. There are multiple searches, and the ones y'all are talking about, carotid arteries, is on the cell phone. No, Allie, her laptop was when she was, so you're saying he had her phone while she was at the doctor's office? Or is it possible that you completely missed that was her laptop? Earlier Thursday, Massachusetts State Police Sergeant Kyle Pabayo testified that his analysis of Clancy's Microsoft Surface Pro tablet uncovered a visit to a website entitled in August 2022, roughly 3 months after she gave birth to Callan. So are y'all trying to say that all of these thoughts were like all her husband's? Y'all are going to ignore all these different Google search. Like, I can't hear y'all. I can't even listen to y'all. And I would love for y'all to bring up the court, but then y'all don't even understand what's being asked and what's not. Patrick previously told the jury that he conducted the search for Tom Hall. He told them he did, and you just said he lied. Clancy's then husband, Patrick Clancy, previously told the jury that he conducted the search for Tom Hall. And you just said he lied. Like, y'all aren't, oh my God. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all could never work in the criminal justice system. Y'all could never. Y'all just couldn't. No shade, no tea. None of this was there. It's right here. Y'all don't want it to be so bad. And she also said she unalived her kids, and they're saying somebody convinced her of that. And everybody has a lane. Look, everybody has a good lane. And y'all are probably educated on things I'm not. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like, No, the cop didn't testify, Allie. I already brought that up earlier. I already ended that, baby. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Listen, this is how this. See, look at Allie. Now you're wrong again. Now you're wrong. Allie, we already ate that up, baby. That one's already been ate up. Do I need to go back for you to hear it? Because they told me that. They said did Lindsay's doctor say he coached her to admit voices? No, the doctor did not testify to coaching Lindsay Clancy. And during testimony, a state police sergeant acknowledged that investigators once discussed a theory, in all caps, that a defense-hired psychologist may have coached Clancy to claim shared voices. However, the testifying law enforcement officer explicitly stated that there was no investigative evidence or proof establishing that the doctor actually instructed or coached her to say that. Anything else? I know, I love it. I enjoy it. Like, it's fun for me. Y'all, I actually enjoy it because y'all make it so easy. I wish I would make it a little harder. Like, I really wish y'all would come with something that's like, boom, that I could like, boom. Every time y'all come with something, it's like, if at least it was like, right, y'all see, I'm all open to finding it and looking it up and trying to investigate it. But it's always some bullshit that y'all spend how y'all want it. Y'all said she was at the doctor's office when he looked up the carotid artery, and that's not true. Aaron, you funny as shit. That's not true. That's quite literally not true. Y'all literally said that her husband looked this up and she was at the doctor's office when it was looked up. No, it wasn't. Y'all are convincing, and that's why I said that. What was the specific search history? Y'all are mixing information. These are from her phone. What you watched on the live trial. Well, maybe what you're watching on the live trial, you're not like actually taking in what's being said, my girl. I don't expect y'all to really understand. I'll definitely go back to school one day. I'm not in a rush though. She did it. I don't know why. You shouldn't be confused. It's a bunch of women on the internet that hate men that want him to be guilty. They don't want to believe that a woman could actually, a white woman who loved her 3 kids, actually off herself or off her kids and try herself too. I probably will get ready in a minute. I haven't decided. You're not saying she didn't do it, but you're getting your information miscorrect, which is forwarding the narrative that she didn't do it. Exactly, Savannah. I think you're right. I think they're both liable here. But I think we take that away when we're spreading misinformation and carotid arteries, et cetera, et cetera. And that's just not true. You said, y'all funny as shit. Like, do you see though? That's how things get messed up. That's how things get messed up because they're spinning it. They're mixing up phone records with the Tom Hall thing. So yes, her husband admitted that he Googled Tom Hall on the laptop. It was the family laptop. Her Facebook was on there. I guess he just clicked. I've shared laptops with a bunch of people. Or not much people, but like we had a family laptop, we had a family computer. My stepdaughter took my laptop to school one day. Like, but the fact that they're confusing this with this, and I asked 3 different people. 3, I said, now what was the exact search? Exactly, Tip, but people are missing it because they want it to be the husband. They want it to be the man that moved on and did her wrong. That's what they want it to be, so they're trying to make that. Her attorney isn't trying to argue that, but they want that to be that because, I mean, there's a bunch of scorned women on the internet that hate men. Hi, Medina. I'm not sure if I'm going out, you guys. And see, that's the thing that I think people are like taking and confusing. They're not understanding the proceedings in a courtroom. And so, undefined, you funny as shit. They're not understanding the proceedings in a courtroom. And so they're taking something like Lindsay Clancy, or like her attorney saying, but Lindsay wasn't home, now was she? Lindsay was at the doctor's office on this date, correct? And they're taking that, and he knows what he's doing. He's really twisted. I mean, I love what he's doing for his client. He's amazing at it. But the fact that he's confusing regular people is actually like, I think any attorney could say this is great lawyering here. Like, this is a sickening amount of great lawyering. And it's, you know what? It doesn't make more sense for it to be him, Jules, because it makes more sense for the woman that told people for 9 months that she wanted to do this. It makes that more sense for that. But because he moved on so fast in women's brains, that is way more worse than a woman who's pled with people about her mental health. To them, they would rather blame a man who probably is a cheater and a, you know, blah, blah, than the woman who told people that this is what she was going through. And it's sad. And it's really sad. It's really sad. And then they're missing the point. See, you notice the people that was talking about the search history, they're gone. No shade, love y'all. But they left. Because now they're going to go look it up again. And then they're going to feel like, oh shit, well, we did get it wrong. And listen, I'm all about, I could be wrong. Still here. So now how do you feel, Rel? Y'all go silent when I put a, and I love y'all regardless. I mean, this is how I talk, so y'all don't take me, especially when it comes to criminal justice. Y'all see, I love debating. It don't even have to be about drama or bullshit. It really just is like, it's in me. I don't know. I just didn't want to get blocked. You know, I would never block you for your, that's why I even told them earlier, like this, regardless at the end of the day, as long as it's respectful, like this is about, neither of this affects our lives for sure. So, you need to hear the 911 call. I don't think we'll ever hear it. Your mom, to be honest. Oh no, I think they already understand that we're not doing that today. You're truly destined to be a lawyer. For sure, Malaysia. That's why when they be like underestimating me, I'm like, baby, I know I'm gonna be a good lawyer. Y'all don't gotta tell me twice. Bitch, I could argue about anything. Bitch, I could argue about these strawberries right here. Okay? I could argue about why this whipped cream is better than the other whipped cream. Okay? And you can't tell me nothing. No, I'm joking. It makes it hard for people to deal with me, but people still love me because I know it's like, it could be for good reason. I realized I was an arguer my whole life, so I was like, I gotta put it into good use. But Rel, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just, well, about that, you are respectfully. But do you understand how it's easy to misinformation? Oh, y'all are so sweet. Like, do you understand how it's easy to get those things switched out and how much different it makes the tone? How much different it literally says that Patrick previously testified that he did look up the Tom Hall. Right? I think if people also understand that Reddington is trying to argue, he's not arguing that she didn't look the things up. He's arguing in his rebuttal from based on what I'm reading on the transcript is that he rebutted, did any of that look up how to, his argument is not that she didn't make these search histories. His argument is that it isn't enough that she was premeditating this. And I think when people understand where her attorney is coming from, it helps people better understand why he's saying the things he is. But because people want it to be something else, they're taking what he's saying and they're switching it into their own narrative. And it's causing the narrative that if I was him, I would be annoyed, because I know I'm not an attorney, but I can, from working in the legal field and sitting through trials, I have seen the different ways in which attorneys will switch up defenses or whatever the case is. And I think that people are missing, he's not arguing that she didn't make the Google searches. He's admitting she did it. He's simply saying that it wasn't enough to show that he tried to. Do you get what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that exposing T. And then on my threads, they were like, when women stick together. I mean, it's sick. If this was a black woman, this would not be happening. Say what you want. If this was a black woman, this would not be happening. No black woman who offed 3 of her kids would have gotten a $400,000 GoFundMe. And that's the part that really pisses me off, respectfully. I don't think that this would happen for a black woman. And I don't think, even if it wasn't a GoFundMe, I don't think the support, I don't think the attention, I don't think, I don't think it would. I still don't think Lindsay Clancy's case would be getting as much attention if Patrick did not move on. I think that's the basis of it. I think the basis of it is that Patrick moved on. And I think that made everybody say, because we've seen so many situations of where men do sickening things to get rid of their family. I'm not arguing that men don't do psychotic crazy to get rid of their family and move away. I am not saying that it is not strange that he decided to move on so fast. I think the point I'm trying to make from a legal standpoint, number one, is that if there was any evidence he did it, that attorney would have found it, I assure you. If there was any substantial evidence behind all these little conspiracies y'all are making, I saw one lady put a piece of steak. This is how insane these people are. Put a piece of half frozen steak on her windowsill, shut it, and then started like pointing things out and said, somebody tell Redding to call me. And I'm like, oh my God, we have officially lost the plot. We have lost the plot. And I think from a law perspective, not even a feelings perspective, a law perspective, if there was any doubt that she did it, I promise you, her attorney would not have pled insanity. Her attorney would have just pled not guilty to at least give her a chance of freedom. Because if she would have just gone not guilty, she would just be free. She would have been acquitted. She would go home. He would not risk putting his client in a psych ward for the rest of her life if he thought she didn't do it. And I think all these little things people are thinking, her attorney has thought of any defense you could have thought of before you could have even thought of it. Her attorney has thought of anything you could have thought of. Anything you think these internet detective thinks that he could have thought of. But they're misplacing what Reddington is saying. And I think that's what happened with Rel. Like, you weren't wrong about the history. You were just mixing up some of that was from the cell phone. So now that changes your whole perspective about that argument. You get what I'm saying? Now that changes everything about the argument. When they really tried to harp on the email thing, well, the email can be sent from a phone. It is very possible he sent it from his phone. He doesn't remember. He's like, this 3 years ago. I'm sure it was sent from my phone. Like, they're like, well, how are you not certain? I mean, I'm sure that if Reddington thought that was a viable piece of evidence, anything Reddington is saying is just enough to make people think. But he knows none of that is substantiated. Like, none of that is substantiative enough. None of that. He knows that if he was to really look into that the email that was sent at 5:24 a.m. or 5:24 p.m., whatever, he knows it would have came from Patrick Clancy's phone. He doesn't care. He just wants to say it. Just say it, just to see what he says. And Patrick is like, oh, but it could have been sent. He's like, oh, this sent from your Surface Pro, huh? He tried to catch him. And Patrick said, or it could have been from my phone. And then boom. Okay. And that was enough to make the internet go wild, right? Enough to make maybe one juror or two jurors say, But I promise you, if they had any thought or doubt that that did not come from his phone or came from his email, do y'all not see? I mean, just based on what y'all was telling me about the emails and the search history, he has done his own. It says that that Reddington himself has done a analysis of her devices as well. So not only did the state, but so did her defense attorneys, and that I guess apparently they're matching up because they're all bringing, okay, this is you have this too, you have this too, you have it in your report, I have it in my report, boom. He's not arguing that, because if that was such a substantial piece of evidence, he would have never let it go. He would have held on to that for hours. He would have never let it go. He said one little thing and y'all said, boom, that's it. I promise you, if he thought that was the missing piece, he would have pulled up more into depth and said, okay, the Surface Pro. Okay, well, it looks here like this was sent. I have this. Keep in mind, Reddington has his own analysis of the Surface Pro as well, which is why he was able to bring up the Facebook data. Remember that. He has his own. Everyone's saying, I wish they would have done a better investigation. Reddington could do the same investigation that they did. They're not able to admit evidence that Reddington doesn't have access to. And y'all should know that. Her attorney has to provide a proper defense. Her attorney has to know what evidence is against her. Reddington has access to all of those things that they have access to. So I guarantee you, if that was the missing piece, he would have went in, he would have seen, okay, hey, I have the analysis for the Surface Pro. This was sent from his Surface Pro. How can he see these Facebook things and all this other stuff that's on the Surface Pro, but he wasn't able to see that that email was sent from the Surface Pro? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But again, it's enough to just throw out there, establish some type of maybe. But if it was enough to prove her innocent, if it was enough for him to even think she was innocent, it would have got more than just one little sentence. I promise. And I think that if more people understood how the criminal justice system works, then they would more so be, they would more be, if people understood how the criminal justice system works, I think they would more so grasp not that their opinions would change, right? I think that they would understand. Yes, their opinions would change, but I think they would focus this on the insanity portion. Let's really harp on the fact that this woman, if maybe she had proper care from her family and her friends and her village, then maybe this woman would not have committed these atrocities. That's what they need to be focused on. Instead, these internet sleuths are trying to prove her innocent. That's not happening here. Nobody's trying to do that. But y'all, they are simply trying to prove that she was insane. Now, of course, the prosecution is trying to put on the case that this was I think they're also forgetting what the prosecution is trying to prove. The prosecution is not trying to prove that she did it. The prosecution is trying to prove that it was premeditated, that this was calculated, which is why they're bringing up her search histories and stuff like this. And Reddington is trying to prove that, yes, she searched this because she was going through mental health, but not because she was trying to plan and premeditate to kill. Nobody gets the argument, so they're missing the whole point, and they're just missing it. They be so lit at that goddamn pool. And my thing is, for all the people, you guys, that are like actually, can I pre-put your retainer as my attorney? I love you, undefined. All the people that are like bringing in these things, it's like, how are we missing? She wrote a journal entry. I'm sad and depressed because I am not able to parent my third child like my first. Like, she said she wanted to have a fourth kid, but wanted to get a better therapist before she did so. I mean, and she's not saying this isn't her. I mean, these people that are like, Patrick convinced her this, like, how are we ignoring all of these things? You know how to pronounce affidavit from you. Y'all are so funny. Like, how are we just ignoring this? Like, I don't get, I wish I could understand how you see all of these things and you somehow think that Patrick convinced her this. Hey, Mom. Like, how can you... I don't know why gifting is suspended, girl. They always do that when I show something. I did watch the Celeste Rodriguez. I think it's just, I don't understand. They're reading her raw journal entries. And they're saying things like, I mean, I know I saw a picture of one of hers where she was like writing down all the medicine she was taking in notes. Oh, it always does that. Her husband definitely did. Just the girl, don't come in here today. Don't do that, girl. Can you give me 3 reasons why her husband did it? Why is this bitch popping up? Why is that bitch? That's like months old. That's like a week old. Why is that bitch popping up? Why is that popping up? Oh. God damn. Why do I have so many motherfucking shits pulled up? Oh, I still got my case look pulled up too. That's probably why my computer's moving so slow. I got shit. Olive Garden pulled up. Jesse Butler, that case still makes me fucking sick. Case pisses me off. My case look is up. Deborah Jean Kent. Who is Deborah Jean Kent? Why was I Googling her? Oh my God, I love Grant Cardone. I was looking at him too. I didn't know he was still pulled up. Maybe this one will pull it up. Hold on. Damn, it keeps saying. That sucks. Hold on. I want to read her raw journal entries. That's what they're going to, HS. Yes, I do take Seroquel to sleep. Actually, I at one point took 300 milligrams, Princess Peace. At one point, I was on 300 milligrams. Fresh out of addiction? Yes. Because it wasn't working. Fortunately, I no longer go through that. But yes, I was on Seroquel and Clonidine. Well, at first I was just on Seroquel, and that's why it wasn't working. And I think that was because I'm always riled up. And so like now I take Clonidine, which lowers like my heart rate or something. So like suppresses my body more. And then the Seroquel. I would say 300 milligrams. Yeah, when I was on 300 milligrams, I remember I was working at the law firm and like, it was bad. It was bad. But did you know? Yes, Jasmine. Yes, that bitch tried to use that as her defense in court against me. I would definitely say 400. Yeah, I was on 300. I can literally, I probably still have some 300 milligram in here. No cap. Let me see. Clearly, I don't take it if it's in here, but maybe I don't. Yeah, I don't even, you know what? I just don't even, y'all, I don't even think it was, yeah, because this is my Seroquel now, and it's 100 milligrams, quetiapine, but, oh, here you go, quetiapine, 300 milligrams. Look at that. Quetiapine, it's generic for Seroquel, 300 milligram tablets. How old is this? This is going to show y'all 9/2/2023. That's how y'all know that's how long I've been sober for a long time. September 2nd, 2023, 300 milligrams. I genuinely don't even think, you guys, it was just her Seroquel. I mean, I don't think it was just the medicine. I think it's, y'all, I don't think it's just the medicine. I think it was the battle she was fighting. Like, think about the people all the time, like regular people that go through schizophrenia and stuff like that, and they try to take medicine and it doesn't help. And then they convince themselves, like, oh my God, you should hear like a bunch of schizophrenics always think that the medicine that they're giving them is the government trying to control them and all these crazy things. Yeah, Seroquel makes me drowsy, but somebody that's dealing with psychotic things, it may help them. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was the medicine. I think that she was going through postpartum. I don't think the medicine was helping her. I think it was hurting her. Should we get ready and go out, y'all? You fell down a rabbit hole, people who think that. Aaron Pepper, see, this is the thing. Okay, we are going to get ready. This is the thing, Aaron. And I feel like I have such an understanding of mental health because I'm telling y'all, growing up, Ashley, Amber, Allison, their uncle was a regular human being. Regular as fuck, y'all. Regular as fuck. And then, I mean, developed schizophrenia out of nowhere. Thought he was going on a high-speed chase from the police. Literally, I'm talking about with stuff. He would be normal as fuck. We'd just be talking to we came home one day, all the doorknobs off the door gone. He was like, oh yeah, they were coming for me. He's like, they were about to come. They were literally at the door banging. So I just took all the doorknobs off so they couldn't get in. You would hear him screaming above us at night, throwing furniture around. I mean, y'all, it was like next level. And I don't know what I'm going to wear yet. I mean, it was like next level of like, yeah. I mean, I don't think it was just postpartum. I think it was more than that. The smartest girl I know is manic right now, thinks the police are after her. No, that's how it starts. Oh my God, I read that. Listen, I read this, like when I was trying to understand schizophrenia because I never understood it, right? For some reason, like, because people, like doctors and stuff haven't been able to figure out why people are schizophrenic, but for some reason, there's a commonality amongst people with schizophrenia, and they all think the government is after them. She was on meds for depression and stuff. Oh, that's so sad. And it's like a common thing between schizophrenics that they think the government is after them. Remember when I told you I ran into my friend Cam and he was like, yeah, I'm supposed to get this paycheck, but the government, they trying to stop me from getting a job. Every time I go to a job, they're there telling them not to hire me. It's probably just a random person. He's like, they're telling them not to hire me, or I'll start working there for like 2 weeks, and then they'll come in. I'll see them come in, and they'll whisper to my boss, and they'll get me fired, and then I'll know that they're trying to get me fired. I'll cuss them out. Then he told me that he was Michael Jordan's son. Yeah, and the thing is, they believe that they believe it's called. Yes, he was saying it was more than just one person. He said it was multiple people because he was supposed to be getting some settlement check, and then it's apparently a commonality. And the thing is, they think the medicine is the government controlling them, so they don't want to take the medicine that's supposed to help them. I don't know. I don't know if I believe her medicine made her do it. I mean, I've taken Seroquel, so I mean, I'm fortunate. Like, I'm not the most put together person, but I don't really deal with any like demons or voices or nothing. So I think maybe it did just help for sleeping. But I think we really minimize, and remember, it's so crazy because even before the Lindsay Clancy case, I was just saying, I think we really minimize how important our brains are, how important our brains are. Yeah, I don't think there's enough education around postpartum, and I think this was the chance for that, and now it's gone. I mean, I think that we really not understanding how important your brain can be is all I need is a Tylenol. PM, you funny as shit. I think we're really doing this woman a disservice. I think this could have been a moment to bring a lot of education and light to postpartum. And a bunch of scorned women on the internet made this about men. And I'm shocked. You are so perfect. You know that. Look at the little tongue. Look at her little tongue. It's so cute. Her little tongue is only out when she sleeps. Is that your little tongue? You're so cute. Are you sleeping? You slept with me all night last night, you know that? You slept. I could not believe I woke up and you was right next to me. I said, oh my goodness, my baby girl. Bubby, you're next. Relax. You know Chanel doesn't like when you sniff her. All of you. Okay. Oh, you cannot see. Yo, this boy is crazy. How are you gonna take your hand off your sister? You do it, Deb. He's so jealous. Your mama's baby too, you know that? Your mama's baby. Your mama's baby. They love you. Should we take a shot? Okay, you guys, should we take a shot? Do you think some of those meds could have triggered psychosis? I think she was already in psychosis. She spoke about it. I think that's the point. She already told multiple people she was in psych. Erica, you need to actually like read up on the case and not TikTok. I mean, she's already in an institution right now, Nelly. I think that's what she is doing. I think this happened 3 years ago. She's in an institution. I think she is grieving what she did. I think this trial is remembering her what she did. You think Bubby likes Chanel romantically? I don't think Chanel can be liked romantically because any boy she is mean to. Chanel, I cannot have no boyfriend romantically. She said, I'm too much of a brat. Like if she was a girl, Chanel would, if she was a human, oh my God, look how bad. He's like, me next. If she was a human, she would be mean. She wants filet. She wants chicken. Look at her ears. She wants chicken. Chicken. She wants rubbing, she wants toys, she wants treats, she wants walks, she wants everything, she wants, oh yeah. She wants money. Oh, she about to go get the chicken. She said, come on, Mom, chicken time. Chicken time. Blah, blush. And you are just the sweetest boy. He doesn't like anybody romantically. He only loves his mama. He did like Queen. Queen was the neighbor's dog. He did like Queen. But Bubby only loves mommy. Only loves mommy and grandma. Right. Is that right? Are you ever going to love anybody more than us? Bubby? Anybody more than mommy and grandma? He said, I'll flip upside down and around before I like anybody more than mommy and grandma. What was that? What was that, Bubba Kins? What that, Muffins? I love you too. Mommy's gonna go out tonight. I stayed home with you all night last night. You and Chanel. And Wednesday night, y'all had yourselves to me. Are y'all gonna miss me? Are you gonna miss me? You're gonna miss me. I'm gonna miss you. Okay, you guys, my new, y'all funny. Girl, I got the whipped cream right here. Come on. I don't normally give them this one because this one is mine, but okay, well, you don't get some. Bubby, don't lick it. Okay, actually, let me get them the one that is theirs because they will lick it. Okay, they get their own whipped cream containers because this is their kind, the red kind. Don't spill it. Your turn, Girly Pop. It's everywhere. Look at Chanel. It's everywhere. Oh, Chanel. Chanel, you just giving your mama two kisses. You just, oh, you got it all over you with your face. Thank you. The kisses, thank you. You got it all over you with your face. I can't have you walking around like that. Because that is not what a bougie bucket Barbie would do. Chanel, you know I love you so much. You know, come here. I just confess my love. Just love you. I just love you. I just love you so much. You've been my child for 9 long years. Your birthday's coming up. Where are we gonna go? Should I take you on a cruise? Maybe just me and you and Grandma to a cruise? Is that where you want to go? Do they let dogs on the boat? Okay, wait, who's... Wait, who's Latarsha? Do I need to be Googling some shit? Hold on, y'all. Okay, you guys, so I finally got the screws for my thing so I can hang the stuff in my closet. And then I finally got a new perfume holder. So y'all don't worry. Oh my God, I found this Chanel body wash and soap. I'm so excited. Okay, let's pour a shot. Do y'all want to come up? I know I was supposed to let y'all up a minute ago. Does anybody want to come up and join me? Let's pour us a shot. Let's get ready. Let's be bad bitches. Oh, I do need to find this one shirt. Watch out, Chanel. Bubby, Chanel's gonna bite you. I don't want Chanel to bite you. Chanel, I love you. Y'all will eat before I go out. Hey, Tina. I mean, I'm really just trying to understand why God made my ass so fat. Like, I honestly, he didn't leave enough ass for the rest of y'all. Like, I know sometimes y'all probably are like, damn, why is Steph's ass just so fucking fat? And like, God didn't leave. Like, I know God should have left y'all some ass too. I am going to ask him to rethink that decision. Cause I know I've been feeling lately like my ass is just really big, and I know y'all gotta have some too. I mean, I want my girlies to have just as much ass. I mean, I know y'all can't have just as much ass as me, but like, he could have given y'all a little bit more ass. I think he could have shared. I know he just said he wanted me to have the fattest and the largest of ass of all the asses, and I told him like, God, I got a lot of bad bitches who need a lot of fat asses, okay? So we need to share the ass with the other bad bitches. I can't be the only bad bitch out here just out-assing everybody. I don't want to out-ass everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to out-ass where I feel like an outcast. So I gotta share the ass. So I have decided to share my ass with some of y'all. I don't know when God will be taking it. He told me that I'm the only one that deserves it. He said some of you bitches do not deserve the ass that y'all are asking for. I didn't say it. He did. But I will let y'all know when I'm giving out pieces of ass. Right now, I'm just giving out pieces of ass whoopings. You hating ass bitches. And shots. We all could take a shot for wanting some fatter asses. Again, I told y'all, God gave me the fattest ass of all. I don't know when he's going to take it back. But I do know that as of now, he said y'all didn't act right. He said y'all don't act right and y'all don't deserve no ass. God told me to tell y'all, until y'all act right, and if y'all think Lindsay Clancy didn't do it, y'all ain't getting a smidge of ass. Y'all gonna walk around with ass just like hers. None, okay? Listen, I don't make the rules, God does, okay? Don't come in here with that shit. We're done with that shit. If you think she didn't do it, all right. Well, you can walk around with no ass too, bitch. Chanel, you are just the cutest doggy in the world. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Come here. Good choice. Okay, she doesn't want to love on me right now. Chanel, love on me. She's hungry. Can I just be loved? Can you just hug? She's hungry. She's trying to look at her. She's like, food? Food? Where is the food? I'm on the way to the food. You want some food, chicken? You want some chicken? Maybe I should feed them first. Oh my God. Oh, y'all are going to bother me. Okay, let me feed them. You getting dressed? Where are we going? I think I might go to Magic tonight or Rebel. My homeboy's going to send me some clothes, so I might just make my way in there tonight. I don't know. Tina, don't threaten me with a good time, girly pop. I already got enough. Listen, it's y'all that needs the ass, not me. Hold on now, Tina. I don't need the ass. God done gave me enough ass for everybody, okay? Have y'all not seen my fat old ass? That shit is large. That shit is bigger than everybody's ass on here, girl. You know. What is a BBL? A BBL can't fuck with me, babe. I ain't worried about no damn BBL, bitch. Okay? No, we didn't take the shot, but we're prepping ourselves for it. Maybe if we start talking about how fat our asses are, we'll just be prepared. Let's do some bone broth. I love your confidence. Exactly, Rail. Somebody got to do it, bitch. I can't help it. God gave me the fattest ass of all. I mean, shit, I told him to leave some for the other bitches. He said he gave y'all beauty, okay? He said he gave y'all brains and beauty. He had to give me all the booty. He said, bitch, you're the only one out here selling it. Shit. Bitch, if you want to sell it, I'm going to give you something to sell, okay? And he did. He said the girlies that are selling it, they get first dibs. They get first dibs. Ooh, see, first dibs. I need to throw that trash away too. Hold that a second. Because y'all gonna jump up there and try to eat my leftover strawberries, my leftover snack. I'm not gonna throw it right now because they're gonna try. I'm trying to eat it and I don't got time for that. Do not have time for that shit. Who is having a party on this floor? Do they allow that? Like, I don't want to be a Karen, but goddamn. Hurt. I didn't deserve that. I need to sell some right now. Bitch, that's what we're getting out early tonight, okay? It's Friday night. It's Saturday night. Bob just texted me and invited me out. Bob, no. Bob, I don't want to go to a jazz concert. I don't want to hee-hee and ha. I want some money, Bob. I think Bob's doesn't work. It's probably why. Hey now, say now. There's your chicken. I just topped it off. Now be patient. You see how Bubby is patient and kind. Look at him waiting all patiently on the couch for his dinner. You, ma'am, you demand things. You don't demand shit around this house, okay? Okay, y'all. Tomorrow. Oh, look at Chanel. She just hoppity scuppity duppity. Hoppity scuppity duppity. Hoppity scuppity duppity, girl. Can y'all hear a little pause? Hoppity scuppity. Hoppity scuppity, girl. Chanel, is it your food? Come on, Princess Chanel. Princess Chanel and King Achilles. You are very welcome. Say thank you to God. God, thank you for blessing my dogs. Thank you for blessing their paws. Thank you for blessing their bowls. And thank you for blessing their mother. Amen. Hoppity scuppity, girl. Oh, shit. Those aren't old. Those are like, what, a week old? But we did a haul, y'all. Maybe I'll do a haul when I put everything in here. Like when I put everything up officially. Oh. I'm proud of Paradox Intense. I haven't. Oh, shit. It was a lot of shit in there too. I'll do a video when I like, cause I'm gonna put. Why is this not working? I don't understand. I'm gonna put my a boxing match. It depends on how big it is. I'm gonna put my all my stuff in here, like all my new stuff. I'm gonna put it in the vanity, so maybe I'll show that part. Who's boxing? The New Valentino. Which one? The green or the purple? I got the purple one too. We got a bunch of new stuff. Star, where was you at? This how I be looking for you bitches. When I'm trying to find a fuck to give. And I'm trying to find the sense you bitches have. I'm like this. I see absolutely nothing in that pea-sized brain of yours. That's how I'm gonna start being. Oh, bitch, if Gervonta fighting, bitch, you better be sexy, cause baby, hello, it's gonna be some motherfuckers with some money in the building, bitch. Bitch, you better put that shit on. Yo, the amount of money I made at a Gervonta fight one time, bro. And I was not a hoe at the time, but I met so many that it was just like money just flowing. I'm like, oh my God, money just flow. Money flows to me, it comes to me. Nah, but dead ass bitch, don't disappoint us. Don't piss me off neither. You better come back with a good coin, hoe. Damn, I need a sewing needle. Where's the sewing needle at? Bro, that's crazy. I don't have one. Bubby, is that a burp? How was dinner? How was your chicken? Was your chicken good? How was good dinner? Was it good dinner? Did you like your dinner? I'm glad you loved it because I love you so much. You deserve all the best dinners on the planet, Bubba's. Huh? Good boy. I love you. I love you so much. I need to blow my nose. I just don't understand what this is supposed to be doing right here. Oh, that's what happened. It's like sagging. Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering what was going on. Here. Okay. Is that my cat? I'm gonna goddamn cat. Do I look like a bitch with a cat? I like dogs. Yo, I really be trying to scare men away. It's actually not funny. Okay, can y'all come up and let's talk about topics today? What should we talk about? Come up, come make my life interesting, please. I've been cussing people out for like 5 days. It's actually felt really good to cuss some of y'all out. Some of y'all been deserved to cuss out. Some of y'all didn't deserve one, but some of y'all did. I love that, sis. I will not call you nutty. Okay, right now we're sewing my top together to make it very tight on the tatas. You want to make it tight on the tatas. Yeah, French always eats. That's not strange, I promise. I'm always gonna get a French bitch. Y'all are never gonna make me switch it up. Sorry. Show us how to sew. Okay. I learned how to hoe sew. So this is how I learned how to hoe sew. This is a hoe. Oh fuck. Well, this is why I'm not a good seamstress, okay? So I'm a hoe sewer. So I know how to do enough to get by. So you put the thread in the thing, right? So that's in. And then I put it through the thing. Let me show you what I'm trying to do. Oh, I gotta tighten it first. I do like ombre. Yeah, anything like pink. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like pink, white, French tip, ombre. I like ombre too. But I'm saying like I don't switch that up. It's gonna be pink, white, French, something like that. You get what I'm saying? It's never gonna be, we're not going red, we're not going blue, we're not going purple, we're not going, no. Anything pink. I'll even do pink and white with like little dots and all type of shit. Okay. So I want to make this top be more, so this top is like this, right? I wore a top just like, I have like 10 of these, you guys. But it's very loose on the titty area. It doesn't hold the girlies in. And unfortunately, my titties are too big just for the little clipper thing. So we're going to sew it. Wait. Yeah, trying to show y'all is going to blow me. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Oh my gosh, did y'all hear about the NBA player that died from an OD? I really need to blow my nose, y'all. I was just reading all the details and I was like, whoa. But that's a really big way people, like, I didn't know this, but I remember when Drum had told me, like, that was his biggest concern because, and that's why he never does uppers, because when it comes to, or opiates, mixing opiates with is like almost immediate means for just, I'm not showing y'all. I'm sorry, it's hard to show y'all. I'm just like folding it. It's really easy. You just take it and then you just boom, boom. This is a hoe, so boom, like that. Put it right there, put it right there. I think I have one that's not sewn so y'all can see the difference. I think I'll show y'all that. Okay, I think that's as far as I want to go. And then I want to make sure I do the final needle in the inside, right? You don't want to put it, so you want the final needle in the inside so you can hide the whatchamacallit. And then you take thread, boom, and then you, now that it's sewn, see, instead of it sticking out, it's sewn like that. And then I might actually go back in and just, hold on, because I don't like how that little hole is right there. Hold on. Damn, what did I do with that needle? Oh, there it is. So I might, I literally learned this when I was in middle school because I wanted bigger boobs. I had no boobs. And all the girls I went to school with, now that I look back on it, they were all slow as hell and like had failed a couple grades. But I wanted, so they all hit puberty before me. And I wanted boobs like them. So I went to my mom's bra drawer and I cut up a bunch of her bras. And I took the padding and then I took the padding in the bra and then okay, there we go. And then I sewed the padding into the bra. Now listen, I had no formal sewing training. I had never been taught how to sew. I didn't know a fuck thing, you guys. I really don't know how I did it. I really don't know how I did it. I really don't know how I did it, y'all. I really don't. I think I was just desperate. Taylor Tanksley, got some big ass titties and I'm over here fucking flat chested. Oh, not today, bitch. That's sort of how I was. Until it was time for us to like change clothes in front of each other. Ooh. I love when y'all start calling shit out. Not today, bitch. Kelsey Hall. Krista Townsend. Oh, you motherfucking 34 C's. I'm gonna show you. Look at my titties now. Don't ask how I woke up with them. Don't ask how I woke up. Just know I woke up like this. I'm telling y'all, I swear I did. And that's how I learned how to sew. The things a girl that wants big titties will do. Here we go. That's gonna be on the inside though. You're gonna cut this. I'm gonna stick that there. And then, we have our shirt. Titties are, I'm gonna show y'all when I put the shirt on, y'all are gonna see. Okay. I do need to, let me blow my nose ahead of time. Okay, y'all think we can get ready in 30 minutes? We did it the other day, right? I'm not doing my hair, so maybe. Oh, here's the black shirt. Here's one. Okay, that's perfect. I can show y'all what it looks like before and after. Ah, y'all are gonna love this. I can show you. I really, y'all, I'm still pissed I can't find these black heels. Like, I had black heels. And I don't know what I did with them. I can't lie to y'all. I vaguely remember at one point putting something downstairs in my lobby, like not trying to hide it, but like putting it there for a second and was gonna come back and get it. And am I crazy to think that maybe, just maybe, that's where I put my black heels at? I mean, thank God they were like some cheap ones. They were some Fashion Novas. But yeah, y'all, I think that's where they're at. I'll probably do my hair in a claw clip. I sort of think I want to do the y'all remember the blue outfit I wore the other day that y'all loved? And I wore it on like a Wednesday, so nobody got to see it. A part of me wants to do that outfit. Oh yeah, let's find out. What was that? Wait, so Gigi was over there talking shit? Gigi be here all the time though. Gigi be here too fucking much to be a fucking hater. So Gigi, you a hater? Oh, I already cussed them out. Oh, so what are they doing back here? Y'all can, and I really don't even want to give this bitch a lick of attention. No, the GG, BB, we didn't forget them. Trust and believe. Bubba's, how cute are you? Oh my goodness, is that my Prince Bubbatons? King Bubbatons, going by the name of Bubby. Here to protect my mommy while she does her makeup. My name is Bubby, and all the ladies love me. Oh, did you want me to? Okay, you want me to? I love you. I love Bubby. Bubby loves me. He's my best friend. Okay. Gigi and Gigi hair extension. Well, goddamn, both of them bitches shit. We getting rid of y'all. Like, Ray, is everything okay, princess? Courtney, I don't know why they insist on sitting in that damn bed. They literally got 5 beds. Why you want to be in that one? So you guys, should I do, okay, I'm going to show y'all the new outfit. And then y'all, who remembers the outfit I wore with the Hermes bracelet? I mean, belt. Y'all really liked that fit. Like, that was y'all loved that fit. But I really wanted to wait till I get the white. And they have officially been ordered, you guys. I did order the white Louboutins. Now I'm waiting on the new ones. I'm trying to find the new ones. But yes, I did get the white Louboutins. Ah, so so excited about them. I love them. I love them. I need them. I need them. I need them. I'm going to put the new products away tomorrow because I also got the stuff for my closet, like the racks. I had the racks, the rods, but I needed the screws. So I got the screws. So that's going to be getting put up tomorrow too. So finally this won't look like, I know y'all like, oh, it looks cute. No, I'm going to have it looking way better. I also ordered a new perfume rack because that's sort of why I've been waiting to put the perfume rack up, because I don't have a fucking perfume rack. Because I have all those new perfumes. I have like 9 new perfumes and no rack. The Altas. Yes, I got the Altas. I have no rack. So I don't want to start putting that stuff up and I don't have any rack. Now y'all should know it's my #1 rule. Don't say nothing to anybody. I block them anyway because I don't like when they talk to y'all like that. Y'all already know not to do that. This is the closet system from Target. Just keep swimming. This is it. I don't know exactly what she got, but it's like the 5-shelf bookcase. You can get it from Walmart or Target. This one I got from Walmart because I wanted it to match with this. Target didn't have this. Target didn't have that right there. But these are all from Walmart. Same thing. I think the Target one has more options for shelving. It's still 5 shelves. They're the same price. I only got the Walmart one. Wait, she got one with deep drawers? Yeah, you can get drawers to put up top or below, I guess. I got this rack. I got a perfume rack. I have multiple perfume racks. 1, 2, 3. But I needed another one for all those new perfumes I got. And those up there, I still have a bunch of perfumes up here. So I needed a more, more of a rack. I needed more perfume rack before I start unboxing all that stuff. All these are from Walmart. But these are the same as Target, except for Target didn't have this one. Like the one with my purses, Target didn't have those. So I didn't want to get these from Target and then get that from Walmart and the dimensions be off just a little bit. Hey, chair. So I got them from... Oh, I already got the perfume rack, y'all. I just ordered... Oh, the perfume... I just ordered from Amazon. Same places I got those. Just ordered some from Amazon. I think I got those from Shein or something, but I wanted one now, so I ordered it from Target. Or Amazon, sorry. I am getting ready to go out. We are getting ready to go out. Oh, that's not cute. On the list of things that's not cute, the boogie's in my nose. It's not, okay? Yeah, I think I haven't really put mine the way it's supposed to be, but I'm telling y'all it's gonna look so. Once I get the rods, I think it's going to look so much better. I might move one of those perfume things. I still have a lot more room on my vanity. I'm thinking I might move some of them into here. I haven't decided yet. I do have a lot more room, but I'm going to hang up some of the clothes. It's going to be a lot going on. Yeah, your other comment, I don't see it exposing. What happened? Y'all, I just want to say this now for everybody to hear. Okay, let me make this very clear. If it is not cute and chic, girl, it's just shit all over the place. Got my Cartier boxes on top of my degree. I got a whole little thing. Y'all can't even see all that over there. That's a whole nother one. I'm gonna have clothes on those too. So there's still a lot missing. I still have shelves that can go right there. There's a lot of missing space. Exposing Tina did come up. I didn't know she was agreeing to negative things about me, but she did say that I guess Mike Kara, she was in Mike Kara's private live and Mike Hara thought she was exposing things, so she cussed her out and then made fun of her being blind. I don't know. What was she agreeing to? She was agreeing to negative things? That's a little crazy. Let me say this though, you guys. If the second that this is a primer applicator. That's crazy. Putty primer applicator by e.l.f. This don't look like no damn primer applicator. Am I supposed to? No. I use y'all use y'all's fingers too? I use my fingers. Fuck that. Do you use it, Johnny? I don't use it. I just rinse my hands with micellar water first and then do that and then. Yeah, it says putty primer applicator on it though. I always thought it was like a bronzer brush. I'm trying to think of what shoes to wear tonight. Because if I go to the club, I need to look my very best. Did y'all see the silver capris I wanted? What was she saying? You don't remember what she said. It's okay. I mean, yeah, I just think it's weird. First stuff, micellar water. Micellar water, micellar, whatever you call it. No, I mix my moisturizer with my tanning drops. So I get bronzing drops and I mix these with my moisturizer and then I put them on. Hey Lola, I'm feeling good, princess. What about you? Okay, you're fine exposing. Listen, I trust you. You don't ever get it wrong. I mean, it's not that serious. I just do find it a little strange. Like, I do find it a little strange that, like, look, I just don't like that type of shit. Like, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get why, like, it has to be a side. Like, for me personally, it's like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, same thing with Oksana. Like, girl, you're weird as fuck. Like, literally, it hasn't even been 24 hours and you ran straight to another bitch to dick ride her after you sat here talking shit about her for a month. And somebody still need to send me the clip. I need to see the clip of her saying that I've talked so much shit about her. I need to see this, okay? I need to see this in real time. But it's like, I just don't get it. Like, if you do feel like I'm doing something wrong or whatever, if you agree with Nurse, then the second you and Nurse fall out, it's just not cool to come over here. Same thing, vice versa. Like, second me and Oksana don't fuck with each other, she ran to Nurse to talk shit. It's like, bitch, didn't that mean you felt that way the whole time? You're miss. Weird. Oh, y'all missed it? Oh, God, y'all did not miss it. Don't even get me into it tonight because I'm having a great day and I do not want to cuss that bitch out again. Y'all missed it? Oh my God. So I'll break it down real quick. Just because I love y'all. So Thursday night when I was out, Oksana texted me. First, I want y'all to see me and Oksana's full message thread prior. Right? Our full entire message thread. So you could sort of understand why I was taken aback. Okay, this is... I don't think I ever gave her my phone number. To be honest, I think she got it from social media, but I don't know, nor do I remember. This was our first ever message. Are y'all ready? So, and I don't want to make this I hate Oksana thing. I wasn't even going to take it there until I found out that she was on Nurse's Live talking shit, apparently. I don't know how true that is, but apparently she was telling Nurse that I was talking to her about Nurse every day. Like, apparently we were having private conversation. Just lying. Anyway, this is the first time Oksana ever texted me. That's our first ever message. Look how many times I've responded, by the way, you guys. No, I did not delete any messages. This is like just a background of our text messages, right? I think I've sent her one voice note ever in life back in April. Right? And she's here. I appreciate her support. So like I fuck with her. But this is just the truth. She even tried to accuse Yana of being a fake page at one point, and I was a little like confused because it was just an accident what Yana had did. Like it was like a copy to send. I guess like it looks different on y'all's end. And I even asked the chat. I was like, "Hey y'all," like before I got mad or anything because I didn't know. I was a little confused. I was like, "That's weird." But I also wanted to make sure before I said anything. And Yana, I was like, "Is there a copy message?" And everybody was like, "Yeah." Y'all were like, "Yeah, you can accidentally copy somebody else's message." Everybody was like, "I did it earlier the other day." And then she apologized for accusing Yana. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. And that was that. There was no major thing. I don't think Yana felt offended. I don't know. Y'all have to ask Yana. But Yana, I didn't get mad. I didn't get angry. I just asked simply because at first I didn't even hear what she was saying. Then she kept commenting it in the chat. And then I was like, that's weird. Anyways. These are the messages that pissed me off. So the other night, Thursday night, I'm out enjoying my night, y'all. Why does she text me this shit? Keep in mind, I'm not on stream. I genuinely don't understand what she could have got out of this. I make it very clear when I'm not on here, unless it's something that can help my case, don't text me that shit. Unless it's like Candace, exposing Dan, like respectfully and humbly, like there has to be limits on like, if I let everybody on my stream contact me about this shit, that's all I don't want that to, like literally when I'm off here, you could ask pretty much anybody that has my number that's not on here. I don't really care to talk about it. You notice I never responded to half the other shit she sent me. So anyways. So then I said this. Protect. Yeah, that was my thing. I don't even know where it came out of. But then like say, I think you're both gonna go to jail. Babe, I can't help it. I have a court date. I could understand if like what do you want me to do? Not go to court? Like I don't understand what you're even saying this for. It's Thursday night, I'm out. It's 1:30 a.m. I'm out enjoying my night. I could understand if Nutty was on live threatening me and everybody's like, Steph, you know what I'm saying? It was just random as fuck. I'm out enjoying my night, not trying to think about this. And I didn't like the doubt either. You think I want to deal with doubt while I'm out enjoying my night? And then it's also like, I don't need nobody that slow defending me. I could understand people being like, yo, we need to let this go. We need to figure da-da-da. That's fine. But telling, like, I can't help it that I have a court date. Like, I can't change this. I didn't even know who it was. I didn't even have her number saved, to be honest with y'all. Now, let me make this clear. One thing I hate is an unsolicited opinion. And I feel like most of y'all have been following me enough to know me fucking too. And I know I vent to y'all, so of course I have to understand that y'all are gonna have opinions, and that is okay. I can't be mad. You put your life on the internet, people are gonna have opinions. But it's like, if you've been following me along long enough, I think honestly some of y'all gotta see the restraining order hearing. Maybe that'll make bitches really get it in their head. I'm not worried about losing at all. I'm worried about how to make this bitch stop after I win. So then I said, I was a little mean, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was out. I was drinking. I was annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I was annoyed as fuck. I shouldn't have been that mean, and I can't acknowledge that. And I almost reached out and apologized. But before I could, guess what? Apparently, Oksana ran over there to Nurse Nutty and apologized. Now, I don't know how true that is because I haven't seen her page. Plus, there was this fake-ass page saying, give Oksana justice. Like, I don't know. You know, Fallon and them are always trying to... Fallon and them want to beef with me so bad. So every time there's a beef, they like... Remember when they were like, me and Nurse Nutty are going to get you. And then remember when Fallon was like, yeah, you're going to have your day. Like, they're just weird. Remember when they tried to act like they were GD in the chat? Like, they're strange, bro. So they made this page saying, give Oksana justice. Now, I haven't seen Oksana on Nurse's thing, but apparently multiple people have. Apparently, she went up on her panel and was like, oh, I let Stephanie sob story. I don't know. Yeah, she was mod here. Keep in mind, this is what she sent me at 7 a.m. that next day, right? Or that morning. By midnight the next day, she had already allegedly ran over to Nurses Live. That's what I don't appreciate. I don't know if she's in here. And I don't even want her to be gagged. I'm more annoyed that she ran right over to Nutty. That's weird. That's very strange to me. If she was genuinely concerned, I don't understand at what. Like, at least be logical. Like, you're afraid both of us are going to go to jail. Well, babe, I have a court date regardless. So are you like alleging that maybe I should skip court? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what the point was. Like, I just don't understand. Keep in mind, we had already been on live talking about it. So if she was concerned, I just feel like she could have expressed that concern while I was on live talking about it. Not later on that night while I'm out enjoying my night, not giving a fuck about it. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what bothered me. And I think someone who's watched this go down, like, yes, I can understand you see me go to jail, her go to jail, so you're like, oh, I'm scared both are going to go to jail again. But I think if you've watched this enough, you know that I have never lost in a courtroom against this woman. This is one more courtroom that I'm going to win in. So it's like, do you think I want to deal with that negativity? I'm not saying y'all can't be logical and reasonable. And my thing is, if you do think that, okay, well, bitch, help me come up with a defense. The fuck? Like, bring a defense or something. Excite us a little, bitch. It just didn't make any sense to me, y'all. Hi, Patrick. Exposing. How did I know you was going to... Woo! I knew that was coming. I just could understand if like I could completely understand if like she like, I'm not gonna hold you, no shade, but like I could understand if she was like pretty or like vibey or like interesting or like but like she's not. So that's what's crazy. Oh God, y'all are funny as shit, bro. Yeah, I'm a little confused too, though. I ain't gonna hold you. They wild as fuck. And I love it, actually. I don't. Like, bitches really tried to be weird as fuck, so I don't. Normally, I would tell y'all chill, but no, not today. I knew that regret was gonna happen. And my thing is, I'm not even angry about the link up, y'all. Not that I give a fuck, because that's not what we're talking about. I'm not even angry about the link up. I'm like, damn, bitch, you really went and told that bitch my business? What the fuck is wrong with you hoes? And like, why when bitches become friends, why am I the topic of y'all's goddamn conversations? Be friends. Like, shit. Y'all are funny as... I literally love y'all. I really do. I really do. Common denominator is crazy. These bitches, we all lived in Atlanta for quite some times. I assure you, I'm not. I thought you bitches would have been linking up over Jada. Like me? Fuck. I think the reason why it's so concerning is because it's like there isn't no beef. Like, well, at least there wasn't. Now this is, they can't relate at all. That's the saddest part. Okay, now I know these eyebrows look crazy, but this is what's gonna save the day. This, and then, okay, y'all grab your shot so we can take a shot. Watch me turn my eyebrows from not even cousins to cousins, because I don't think they're going to be sisters today, but they will be cousins. Boom. And then boom. And then oh yeah, we definitely not trying for twins. At this point, we are not trying for twins, okay? They're gonna be cousins. Oh, y'all, we're not done. Don't doubt me yet, bitches. We're not done. You tipsy girl, what are you doing? A mini, oh, that bitch really cares. I hope she getting paid for bringing out that goddamn room. Or maybe she's just perfectionist, and I love that. I'm scared of microblading because I've seen too many. It looked too bad. It looked too bad for too many people, and I'm not willing to. I mean, it's tatted on your face, baby. Okay. Bring some more. I'm gonna bring some more darkness into the cheeks, contour into the cheek. I can't believe I'm actually leaving my house this early. Okay, we haven't left the house. I need to chill. See the difference in this side and this side? That's why just cream. It's not enough. Then you gotta go on with some powder. Shout out to, I think it was Kaori who told me to start using the pink, the light pink as the transition. Because I was only using the dark pink and I think I was making it too dark. And I think she was right. You funny. Stuffless. Like, I still don't understand why bitches are bringing up men that they left stuffless with. Like, that shit is... I'm baffled. Trust me, y'all are never gonna hear me bring up a man that never gave me shit. I'm gonna be sitting there. No, I don't know that man. Never. I don't know who that man is. That's how I'm gonna be, but you know, clearly some of us are more player than the rest. Anyways, okay. Let's spray our faces. Oh yeah, let's not forget the rug addict part. These bitches still got my Balenciaga sneakers and be wearing them. Bitch, you don't have nothing to say to me. Get my shit. Let's take our shot. Bubby, I love you. You might be the most handsome bubbakins on the planet. Do you want your house too? You want your pool? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. You keep giving me that look. I'm gonna have you a babysitter. You want your babysitter? Do you want your little babysitter to come babysit you? You want a little babysitter to come babysit you? Stephanie, period, bro. Do you want the babysitter to come babysit you? You said, yes, I do, Mama. I do want you to come babysit me. I don't want you to leave me, Mama. Come here. You're so handsome. I just love you so much. I just want to... Oh, I knew you were going to come up here and give me kisses. Come on. Come on. Pause. Up here. Up. Bubby, don't be scared. Mommy's not going to let you fall. Come here, right here. See? Right here. Oh, don't mess up Mommy's makeup. Kisses. Kisses right on your nose. I love you so much. He loves his tiny bed, okay, y'all? Ow! Ouchie, it's okay. You didn't mean to scratch me. That's why I love you. See, I didn't mean to scratch you, Mama. I'm just so cute and I miss you. I'm just so cute and I just cannot. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Cause I'm such a cute pie, boy. My name is Puppy and I'm so cutie. I'm the cutest boy in the house. Cause I'm the only boy in the house. Cause I'm so cutie. I love you, Bubby. That is a bed for Chanel. And if Bubby wants to lay in it, let him lay in it. Bubby said, oh yeah, whatever I want. that we don't separate stuff in this house. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, look at what. Oh my god, they're so perfect. Oh my god, they're so cute. I don't know how they made him so cute. I could cry. Okay, I need to spray the rest of our face. Oh, you're just not seeing my tap. I think I want to get a tattoo next week and get my coochie re-pierced. I think that's something I want to do. I'm gonna start just carrying this for cutesiness. I don't know why my nose is running. This don't even, wait, that's not raspberry. This don't even smell good. I just bought this because it said CD on it. And I mean, it doesn't smell bad, but it wasn't worth, I don't know how much I spent with that. So be careful with this. Yeah, I think I have some other stuff that says Dior on it that's better. I had to take my nipple piercings out too. Okay, let's take this shot. Woo! Go team! You like it? It does smell good, but not for how much it is. I just like the case. It's just like this Dior lotion. I got it just because it says Dior on it, not because I actually like it or it smells good. Get him, Bubba. Yeah, sign that fucking petition, bitches. Sign that fucking... Okay. I got my vanity on Amazon. Right? Yeah, I think it was Amazon. Yeah, it was Amazon. Look at all that makeup. Oh, we need to... Makeup, dry shampoo. We're gonna wash it tonight. As soon as I get home. How many signatures? I don't know. How many do we have? I've already tried the Sacred drops, but I am excited to try the new shampoo and conditioner. 221, hell yeah. I love y'all. That's a lot of fucking people. Bro, that is a lot of people to say this bitch. Especially when you think about when I made it, which was like 2 days ago. To think that is like actually crazy. There's a bunch of comments. No, y'all were commented on. I did see somebody texting me. I'm not gonna say who, and they were like, "Girl, I left this comment for you." Wait, y'all commented on it too. Y'all commented on it. The reason why I said for y'all not to pay to spread it, because it's just gonna, like, most random people are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Bro, y'all did not. Y'all. I'm going to say, Your Honor, I just want to read through some of the comments on my petition. There is 200 and something signatures, and I'd rather not read it. I do want to read the comments. I want you to take into account during my closing arguments. that this is not only affecting me, this is affecting my livelihood, my support system. Oh, I'm taking this to the cleaners. I'm actually super excited. I think I'm going to share my defense with y'all. Maybe I'll do like a private stream the night before so that y'all can know like my entire defense. I need y'all to start coming up with some good defense tools. I need y'all to come up here and act like y'all are her lawyer. I mean, that won't be hard. Shit. He was slow as hell. I think I think anybody can act like her lawyer. Let's be honest. Yeah, I do want to do a private stream, and we should like totally do that. Oh, this eyebrow looks better than this one now. I don't know if she'll have the same lawyers last time. I didn't look into that. I gotta look on the case file if she's pro se or not. I mean, she filed this paperwork on her own, I'm assuming. If he filed it, like, honestly, you guys, I could really honestly make this like a whole series on TikTok and like I need to get a new TikTok account called Stephanie Studies so that I can like really break not even the funny aspect of it, but like breaking down like what is a warrant affidavit request, you know, what is subjected, what happens if you do win a warrant affidavit request, can someone file one in retaliation? Because I think y'all have a lot of questions about that, reasonably so. I have a video of her saying. Somebody just texted me, I'm not going to say who. They said, I have a video of her saying this will be a Netflix documentary. I need all of those videos that y'all have. Any video of her being that she's the one that keeps filing and not me. Any video of her basically saying how she's like, this is a positive thing. Where did y'all see this stuff at? Any videos of, I haven't looked today or yesterday. I was really annoyed. Any videos, she copies everything I said. She started talking about Lindsay Clancy and said mens rea. She said mens rea when describing Lindsay Clancy. I'm just going to be honest. Anybody that's looked up Lindsay Clancy, have y'all heard anybody saying mens rea? Let me tell you something. That's something I learned in law. Unless you're a lawyer, you're not going to know the term mens rea. Respectfully, it doesn't really adhere to this case at all, to be honest. That's a guilty mind. Exactly. That's why I'm like, it doesn't really adhere to this case. I was correlating how I had a friend who got off for mens rea. Legally blonde as well. But mens rea is where you prove guilty mind. Actus rea is guilty act. I've explained multiple times mens rea because one of my best friends got off from mens rea. Because she admitted to offing her husband and her boyfriend and still got off. So I was bringing that up with Lindsay Clancy because I was bringing up how the criminal justice system is so unique. People think you do a crime, you admit to it, you go, there's so many different barriers and things that change things. But the fact that she said, no, Texas doll, please send me everything you can. Like, honestly, if Oksana would have been on that and just sent me the things, I wouldn't have cared or been bothered. You know what I mean? Because I would have watched them when I got home. It was the fact that you're texting me while I'm out enjoying my night that you think she's going to off me and that you think we're both going to go to jail. Well, if you think that, then send me some shit to save me from jail, bitch. Don't sit there and remind me that I'm going to be fucking going to jail. Like, yeah, Steph, I don't know. I just think you're going to go to jail. Well, I just wouldn't text anybody that I fuck with. But the fact that she's saying this is going to be a Netflix documentary, yes, because you can't take your fucking L. Imagine that you want everybody in America. They've been lying on you bad. Who was lying on me? They were in Jazz's chat lying on me? Wait, what were they saying? They were lying on me about the Aaliyah situation. I mean, the fact that there's random people in another creator's live talking about me, I might really be that bitch. I'm sorry, but I might really be that bitch. You're gonna entertain prisoners soon. Well, that'll never happen. Let's be for real. I might really be that bitch. If y'all are sitting in Jazz's chat bringing me up, I am really that bitch. They said I tried to make Aaliyah bust it open. Did they tell Jazz that she busted open and she has a whole score ad? I hope they told Jazz the girl has a whole ad. And why are they telling her? Oh my God. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Baby, if I wanted to trick bitches, I would pick some of y'all bad bitches. Y'all bad as fuck. Some of y'all I think can be doing more with your coochies. Shit, some of y'all reach out to me and ask me for advice. Bad bitches, I would never expose them because it don't matter. Bad bitches. Got a whole ad, Miss Tell It All, for $400. I just don't get what snitching on me to Jazz is like gonna do. I fuck with Jazz. I like Jazz, but like, what was that like? Huh? Like they really be bothered by me. Like, did they? Like, I'm stunned. I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I really am. I'm really that bitch. Like, I'm really fucking flattered that I'm really that bitch. Who was it? Thank you, Rosie. Do you miss Tell It Out? I love that. Ah! The eyebrows ended up looking better than y'all expected, huh? Mm-hmm. I think this one looks better than this one now. One of GD's mods. No, it was not. She said I tried to force a girl to bust it up. Oh my God. They're mentally unwell. They're mentally unwell. How can I force any to do shit? That's why I chose her. There was way badder bitches at that event. If you know Molly's World, she like cast for a bunch of like videos and music videos. She brought like 7 girls there. Baby, trust me, some of them were like really pretty. Really his type. I knew that they weren't 304s, so I purposely didn't want to invite them. So I purposely chose the 304 out of the group. First off, nobody was going to be fucking him. And being that she has an ad, wasn't she just bragging about being with a trick on my live? Didn't she pop up 6 months later bragging about being with a trick? And then went live and proved she wasn't with a trick, she was with a... I just really be confused, y'all. Like, I be really confused. You said you did just because you did there. I didn't tell her what to do. She went and picked out her own outfit and her own toy. We went to the store. She picked out her own outfit. She wanted the cheetah print toy. And they were like, oh, we would have to check in the back. I was like, girl, we got to hurry up and go. So she picked the purple one instead. Is that forcing? I mean, ma'am, have you looked at her ad? Should we pull it up? She does couples. She does full service. So if she would have said, I don't know what she thought. Oh, should we pull up? I've already pulled up the ad. You know what? Why not? Why not pull it up since we're all confused? She thought she was about to get paid just to sit there. Bitch, no. Are you, what the hell do you think this is? And you still can't tell her what to do. I didn't. That's why when she said she didn't want to, I said, okay, no problem, babe. You can go. I had a badder bitch that was prepared. She was just at work. She was at Tattletales, which is why I brought Jazz, to be honest. So by the time that whole situation happened, my homegirl called me. She's bad as fuck. She's been in here before. That's all I'll say. Bad as fuck. When she came in here, y'all were telling her how pretty she was. That's all I'm gonna say. So she wanted to come. So when she said she was having an argument, she's like, I don't think he wants me to do that. I don't think he wants me to do that. I said, no problem. Then you could leave. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Kel. Then you could go. But if you have an ad that says you do full service for $500 an hour, I don't understand why. If you did, I don't know why you would pick out a toy and then complain about using the toy. I'm confused. I mean, we had a whole conversation about what was going to happen. And then she thought he was I could tell this is what I realized about 304ing, right? She wasn't used to being treated like a person. And it's made me sad when I saw her reaction. Hey, Minor. It made me realize she wasn't used to being treated nice because she took his niceness for like, oh. Yeah, remember she said, I never have to do anything for my money. But on your ad, it says, on your ad, she's by the way. She is by the way. Sorry. But on your ad. So you're already showing your body right here. I could show it, but y'all can all just Google her name and then put TRYST. I could keep going. She does the video, the pictures are her, but all you have to do is put her first name, last name, and then TRYST. It says she caters to men and women. She was last active today. Y'all, why did she try to raise her rates after we exposed her? You said your ad also said you were Hispanic and 25, so are we taking them at face value or what? I didn't make my ad. She made hers. And no, we don't have to take it at face value. The videos of her getting nutted on, I thought was enough face value. Y'all, she doubled her price since we called her out. I'm glad I made you raise your price, princess. Y'all, she doubled it. She put it to 1,000. Remember, it was 400 when I showed it on live last time. She made it to 1,000. She's not getting any bookings. Nobody's calling out. She put it to 1,000. I don't even want to go through the whole. It's actually embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing what she just tried to do. Now the demand is even lower. She's embarrassing. But either way, did I make you remember your prices? She said she was going to do it. This is the thing. I've never said I'm going to do full service. I've never lied and said I'm 25 or Spanish. When clients ask me, I tell them. So if what she puts on her ad, that's different. Okay, if she didn't want to, no problem. But why would she pick out a toy and then whine about using the toy? I'm just trying to understand that. Anybody? And then when she said she didn't want to do it, I said, okay, you can leave. I offered to get her an Uber. Offered to get her a whole Uber. I offered to get her an entire Uber to leave. She begged to stay and cried. Started hugging me, saying, Stephanie, I don't want you mad at me. No, this isn't Jude. It's just somebody who doesn't understand hoeing at all. And they want to try to be like empathetic to you want to be empathetic to that hoe, but not me as a hoe. Keep in mind, SG always comes in here shaming hoes. But now you're sticking up for a hoe because it's a hoe that don't like me? Oh, great. Damn it. You hate hoes. Why was she crying? I think she was like a little drunk, but she wanted to stay. She realized how much money, like, she saw the money. I only spoke the truth. But what's the truth? You said I tried to force her to do something. No, I didn't. Absolutely not 1 second. That would be like me inviting her over and then I got toys laid out and I'm like, yeah, you use this and you do this. That would be a little different. You did tell her what to do. I absolutely did not. Going to the store and picking out your own toys is telling you what to do? Because if she had a problem, she should have not picked out the toy. I had to pay her for a toy, her outfit. We took a whole car ride there, whole car ride to the crib. She got naked in front of the trick.